website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
For over 50 years, the Harrison Piles Funeral Home has been serving Southern Ohio. With that experience comes the knowledge of how to best help a family in their time of need. When the time arises, call Dave Piles at Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 11623 Gallia Street in Wheelersburg. Phone 740-574-2543. Harrison Piles Funeral Home is a proud supporter of our area's youth.
The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates softball team is getting set to lock horns with the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans in a Division 5 regional championship game coming to you live today on 92.1 FM WIOI from Ohio University in Athens. I'm Chuck Greenslade. Thank you for tuning in. The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates out of the Southern Ohio Conference Division 3 contest. They are 20-5 entering the game. They went unbeaten within conference play. So far within the postseason, here is what the Berg has done at this point. Action started for Wheelersburg back on May 18th, knocking off Northwest 21-0 in a district semifinal. Then in a district championship, the Lady Pirates topped Wellston 11-0. And right here on Thursday in Athens, the Berg defeated Claymont 10-8 in a regional semifinal. All of the Wheelersburg postseason games have been played here at Ohio University in Athens. Here is what Tuscarawas Valley has done in postseason competition. The Trojans recorded a 10-0 win over Buckeye Local, a 10-0 victory over Coshocton, and most recently on Thursday here in Athens, a 3-1 win over Meigs. Tuscarawas Valley is coached by Stacy Martin. The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates are led by Coach Teresa Ruby. Let's meet the starting lineups for today, beginning with the visiting team on the scoreboard, which will bat first. The Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. Batting leadoff will be the third baseman, Ellie Wallach. Batting second, the first baseman, J.J. Wallace. Batting third will be the pitcher, Brennan Reichman. Batting fourth is the catcher, Hallie Borrell. The center fielder batting fifth is Callie Stutz. Batting sixth will be the designated player, Delaney Erickson. Batting seventh is the second baseman, Ava Beatty. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Morgan Wright. And batting ninth is Emma Matthews. She plays in right field. The flex player is the shortstop. That will be Aaliyah Orvisky. Those are the starters for the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. The batting lineup today for the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates will be batting leadoff, the University of Maryland bound Ava Estep. The senior plays in center field. Batting second will be Lena Howe.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets, and fresh, buttery popcorn that hits the spot. Located at 1284 Jackson Pike, It's your local destination for cinematic fun. Check showtimes and buy tickets at silverscreen7.com or follow us on Facebook. Silver Screen 7, where Gallipolis comes to watch.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Parks Edge Event Center. Start planning your event today.
Crank it up with the Pure Rock Radio Network, your home for classic rock that really rocks. Tune in to Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and now Pure Rock 98.7 for the greatest hits, local sports action, and Porter's Place featuring me, Porterhouse, comedian Jay Stein, the funny guy, and the HR chick, Tanya Hatton. From Bobcats football and basketball to unbeatable giveaways, we've got your back. Pure Rock Radio Network, where local voices meet legendary rock. Pure Rock 105, Pure Rock 99.5, and Pure Rock 98.7. Turn it up.
Ready for a movie night? Head to Silver Screen 7 in Gallipolis. With 7 screens showcasing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites, there's something for everyone. Enjoy comfy seats, affordable tickets,
Set for the first pitch. It's the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates taking on the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans in a D5 regional championship game from OU in Athens. You're hearing it live on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Money for telephone and TV. The local choice, the best choice.
The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home is located at 1417 Offnear Street in Portsmouth, right across the street from the historic Green Lawn Cemetery. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home has been in business for 93 years. Cremation and prearranged funerals are available. Owner Matt Hammer would be honored if you would remember to let his family cater to your family during your time of grief. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home, 1417 Offnear Street, Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Jay Hash with Hope Source. Hope Source helps individuals and families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. We offer a full array of high-quality mental health and addiction treatment services to meet the individual needs of every person we serve. In every interaction, we provide the care we would expect for our closest friends or loved ones. No matter your situation, there is hope. For information, check out our website at hopesourcetreatment.com. Find us on Facebook or call 740-353-HOPE.
Imagine spending time with friends and family on your new patio, grilling and watching the sunset. Well, let the professionals at Portsmouth Block turn that dream into a reality. Portsmouth Block has over 75 Provia manufactured stone colors and profiles to choose from. Provia manufactured stones are hand-colored to ensure that they are as close to the real thing as possible. You're sure to find the perfect stone that complements your home. Partner with the design experts at Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street in Portsmouth, and enjoy your outdoor living space like never before.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home is located at 1417 Offnear Street in Portsmouth, right across the street from the historic Green Lawn Cemetery. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home has been in business for 93 years. Cremation and prearranged funerals are available. Owner Matt Hammer would be honored if you would remember to let his family cater to your family during your time of grief. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home, 1417 Offnear Street, Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Just as the Wheelersburg McDonald's has been in the Parsley family for years, so has pride in the Wheelersburg community.
I'm Drew Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2011. Best of luck to the Pirates.
I'm Cam Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2014. Stay humble, stay hungry, and go Bird.
I'm Nick Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2018, and a member of the 2017 state champion Pirates football team. Go Bird.
Hi, I'm Bruce Parsley, class of 1982. Go Pirates!
Regional Championship softball set to get underway in Athens. Here is the first pitch delivered by Wheelersburg's Emmy Eaton. It will just miss the outside corner for ball number one. Leading off the game today for the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans is Ellie Wallach. She is the third baseman and is a sophomore. She awaits. Actually, they called it a strike. They put it up on the scoreboard as a ball, but it clipped the outside corner, so it was a strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and this one is going to miss the mark for ball number one. So the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ellie Wallach on the season, batting .469. 48 runs scored, 45 hits, 36 runs batted in. This 1-1 pitch will just miss the outside corner for ball number two. 2-1 the count. Ellie Wallach, J.J. Wallace, and Brennan Reichman, the pitcher for Tuscarawas Valley, will be the first 3 Trojan batters. Emmy Eaton has been stupendous in the postseason thus far, scoring all 3 Wheelersburg postseason victories. This pitch, a little high for ball number 3, making the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Eaton and teammate pitcher freshman Rylan Butcher combined for a shutout in the 21-0 victory over Northwest here at Ohio University almost 2 weeks ago. A district semifinal win over the Mohawks. Here's a shot down the third base line. It is foul. Mackenzie Mullins watches that one go by in foul territory. A long strike, and that makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ellie Wallach hanging tough here in the first at bat for either side in this contest. She has 13 doubles on the season, a trio of triples, and 9 home runs, which is second best on the team. A right-handed batter awaits the pitch from right-handed Emmy Eaton. The payoff, it's going to be high and outside for ball number 4, and the first batter is on base as a result of a walk. And that will bring up the first baseman, J.J. Wallace. She is a freshman on the season. Wallace is batting .348. 105 plate appearances, 89 at-bats, 28 runs scored, 31 hits, 23 RBIs. Her stat line, 4 doubles and 5 home runs. From the right side of the plate, she awaits the pitch. It's low for ball number 1. Nice job by the Wheelersburg catcher, Maddie Jennings, to prevent that pitch from getting by to the backstop and allowing the runner on first to run down to second. 1-0 the count. Jocelyn Wallace going by JJ. Getting comfortable in the batter's box now with the bat on her shoulder. The Wheelersburg first baseman and third baseman both playing up. The shortstop and the second baseman shallow as well. Here's a called strike to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. An absolutely gorgeous day in Athens here at Ohio University. The wind has died down somewhat for the time being. A very comfortable breeze. I don't think will influence too many fly balls today. This pitch gets by Jennings. She's going to have to retreat over toward third base to get it, and that does allow the runner to move to second base. So Wallach is safe at second. Meanwhile, that was a ball, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike to J.J. Wallace. Wallach on second now. Wallace in the batter's box awaiting the 2-1 delivery from Emmy Eaton. Wheelersburg did not allow a run in the district tournament, defeating Northwest 21-0. And then shutting out Wellston as well. The regional semifinal win over Claymont on Thursday, a different story. Claymont jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the top half of the first, but Wheelersburg, of course, would settle down and get the win. Here's a shot to shortstop. Fielded off the bounce over to first in time. That goes as a 6-3 put out, but it does advance the runner over to third. And now with that, Ellie Wallach stands on third base in scoring position with 1 out here in the top half of a scoreless first inning. This brings up Brennan Reitman. She will be pitching today for the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. She's batting .316 on the season, and they are going to automatically walk her, so she will take her base. Wheelersburg opting to put Reitman on in order to get to catcher Hallie Borrell. Borrell, I should correct myself, is batting .316. The young lady who has just walked Reitman batting .489. Which gives you a good idea of why Coach Teresa Ruby and staff opted to just go ahead and put her on first base. So with that, they get to Burrell, do the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates. Runners on the corners with 1 out here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch from Emmy Eaton, and it is going to catch the top of the strike zone for strike number 1. Callie Stutz, the center fielder, is due up if we should get to her. Wheelersburg would love to get out of this inning with a double play here, no doubt. Borrell levels the bat, awaits the pitch inside, and it is going to be foul tipped. It caught the bottom part of the bat. It almost looked like Burrell was trying to protect herself by just getting the bat in front of her to avoid being hit by the pitch. It's strike number 2. And now Emmy Eaton, for the first time today, I do believe, is working ahead of the count as Burrell is faced with an 0-2 pitch on the way. Emmy Eaton looking at catcher Maddie Jennings, who pops up, looks over to the dugout, makes some sort of signal over there, now crouches back down and awaits the pitch. It's thrown outside, and now a throw down to second. Runner is safe. That was an interesting play. That was a pitch out because it appeared that Wheelersburg was anticipating that the runner on first was going to try to steal, so the pitch was outside, allowing Jennings to catch it. She looked toward second base, but watched the runner on third, making sure that she was not given an opportunity to go home. After looking the runner on third back, Jennings threw to second, but it was not in time. The steal was successful. Here's a swing and a miss, and strike number 3. First strikeout of the day for Emmy Eaton, as Burrell goes down swinging. So if Wheelersburg can get out of this jam without allowing a run, boy, what a big lift of momentum that would be for the Lady Pirates. Now with runners on second and third with 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning, this brings up the center fielder, Callie Stutz. She is batting .312 on the season with 19 RBI. She is a sophomore. She's a utility player who can play about anywhere. Starting in center field today, this pitch will catch the outside corner for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike is the count. Scoreless, but runners in scoring position for the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. Here is the 0-1 delivery, a bunt attempt, but it will fly into foul territory over near the first base dugout, which is where Tuscarawas Valley is located. So now it's an 0-2 count, as once again Emmy Eaton ahead of things here, facing the number 5 batter for the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans. Stutz is a right-handed batter. She stands in, awaiting the 0-2 delivery. Eaton will rock and deal, and it's a 3rd strike as going down swinging is Stutz. Emmy Eaton ending the top half of the first with back-to-back Ks. 2 runners left stranded by Tuscarawas Valley, but Wheelersburg able to get out of a jam, and the score remains goose eggs with the Lady Pirates coming to the plate for the first time. This is Division 5 Regional Championship Softball on 92.1 FM WIOI. We're back in 60. Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday for buy one, get one 50% off bone-in wings. Enjoy your go-to wing flavors or try something new like our limited time flavors. Grab another wings lover in your life or enjoy them all yourself. We don't judge. Your new Tuesday ritual is here. See website or app for details. Adeline Hobbs is a junior band member from Northwest who is in the carpentry program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Adeline, what do you like about the Scioto County CTC and your program?
I've been doing carpentry since I was little, and I love building stuff.
And what are your plans for after high school?
I want to be a photographer on the side and a carpenter.
The CTC. A proven past for building a better future.
Scioto County Career Technical Center.
Scoreless as we move to the bottom of the first inning in this Division 5 Regional Championship softball game, coming to you live today on 92.1 FM WIOI from Ohio University in Athens. Tuscarawas Valley and Wheelersburg locking horns today for the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans in the top half of the first. No runs, no hits. 2 runners left stranded, no Wheelersburg errors. There were runners on the corners with just 1 out, and then the runner on first did eventually steal second. At that time, Emmy Eaton went to work, back-to-back strikeouts to get the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates out of the top half of the first without allowing a Tuscarawas Valley run. Ava Estep, Lena Howard, and Miley Jo Gleam will lead off the batting order for the Berg here in the bottom of the first inning. Ava Estep, the starting center fielder, a senior who has already committed to the University of Maryland, actually did that about a year or so ago. She's been saying for a long time that she was going to be a Terrapin once her high school days are through. This pitch is inside for ball number 1. Ava Estep has had a good career, a good season, and a really good postseason. She had 3 hits against Northwest in a district semifinal, 2 hits against Wellston in the district championship, and a hit against Claymont here on Thursday in the regional semifinal. Also got on board as a result of an error and as a result of some wonderful base running. She wound up on that error, getting from first to second when many other players would not have managed that. She's going to take strike number 1 here, and the count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. And they're going to say it clipped the outside corner. Ooh, Burke fans not liking that. A very close call there. 1-2 the count. If this was Major League Baseball, there would be a helmet being tapped vehemently by Ava Estep right now with the new replay rules in MLB. This pitch is going to be inside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The starting pitcher today for Tusky Valley is Brennan Reichman. And she is solid. She enters today with a 16-1 record and an ERA of, get this, .22. Here's the pitch. Fouled back on the screen. Count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think we had some flinching up here in the press area at Ohio University. That's why they put that net there. We're good, hopefully. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ava Estep, a left-handed batter who gets ready for this pitch. She's going to get a bat on this. She sends it foul over top of the Wheelersburg dugout. It'll hit off the netting there beyond the third base line. So the count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reichman, only a junior, 6 feet tall. This pitch just misses the mark for ball number 3, and the count is full. Boy, what a battle here between these 2 stellar players. Best pitcher for Tusky Valley and one of the better Wheelersburg hitters. And she's going to get herself a base hit here as a grounder goes in between the shortstop and third baseman, and Ava Estep showing some emotion down on first base. She is on board. Driving the 3-2 pitch out to left field, and that will bring up the second baseman, Lena Howard. Lena Howard has had some really good moments this postseason. She is a sophomore. She had a sac fly against Northwest in the district semifinal win. Went 3 for 4 at the plate with a double, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBI in the district championship win over Wellston. She's going to square up for a bunt, puts it down. That is beautiful. The pitcher, actually the first baseman, is going to run down, field it, turn around, and toss over to first to the second baseman for the out. But the bunt advances Ava Estep to second, and that's what the intentions were. Boy, that bunt only went about 9 feet from home plate and just died. Looked like for a moment it was going to wind foul, but it did not. It stayed in play, and Wheelersburg accomplishes its feat, advancing Ava Estep to second base. Good job by Lena Howard. 1 is away, and that brings up Miley Jo Gleam, the shortstop. She will take ball number 1. Miley Jo Gleam is a senior. Gleam had a hit and a sacrifice fly in the regional semifinal win against Claymont. Had a couple hits against Northwest in the district tournament. 2 hits and 3 RBI against Wellston in the district final. This pitch is in there for a called strike, evening up the count 1-1. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning of this D5 regional championship game from OU in Athens. Here comes the 1-1 delivery from Reichman. It is inside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now. The count to senior Miley Jo Gleam. A relatively small senior class for Wheelersburg, but one that Coach Teresa Ruby certainly has spoken highly of. Here's the pitch. And it's going to catch the outside corner for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Miley Jo Gleam with Ava Estep standing out on second base with 1 out in this scoreless game in the bottom of the first.
The runner at second now.
Here comes the 2-2 delivery from Reichman. Swung upon and missed. Strike number 3. Or is it? No, they're going to say she foul-tipped it. So Miley Jo Gleam stays alive. And she'll gather her wits about her, take a deep breath, and now get into the batter's box awaiting the 2-2 pitch from Reichman all over again. The 2-2 pitch, take number 2. And it is high and outside, ball number 3, count full. Well, 2 of the 3 Wheelersburg batters have gotten it to a full count against the 16-game winner, Reichman. The first one to do that was Ava Estep, and she wound up with the single and currently stands on second base. This pitch is going to catch the inside corner for strike number 3. First strikeout of the day for Reichman. 2 are away, and that will bring up the number 4 hitter, right fielder Jalen Drake. Drake is one of those few Wheelersburg seniors on the roster. Ava Estep, Miley Jo Gleam, Jalen Drake, Amia Robson, and Michaela Frazier, the 5 seniors. Mackenzie Mullins is on deck if Wheelersburg should get to her. Jalen Drake will swing away at this first pitch and not connect. Strike number 1. Drake had a triple against Northwest in the district semifinal, a triple against Wellston in the district championship, and 2 singles against Claymont just a couple days ago. Here's the 0-1 pitch, high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tusky Valley got 2 runners on in the top half of the first inning, left them stranded on second and third after back-to-back strikeouts by Emmy Eaton. Wheelersburg wound up with Ava Estep on second with 1 out, and this story is still being written as to whether or not the Lady Pirates will find a way to get Estep home. This pitch is fouled back by Drake at strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. No score yet in this D5 regional semifinal. Wheelersburg pitching shutouts in the district semi and district final. Surrendered 8 runs against Claymont in the regional semifinal. Here is strike number 3, but it gets by the pitcher. She then picks it up, throws down to first. There's a lot of confusion here. And I think even the umpires are confused, and now they're going to talk, and they're going to call it out number 3. So it was a called strike, which evidently got past the catcher. That obviously happened. The catcher picked the ball up and then threw it down to first for the 3rd out. But there was some confusion and definitely not a lot of quickness with that call. And the officials, although the call has been made, are still kind of recapping now and assessing what just occurred to making sure that they got it right, and hopefully we'll get the call a little quicker the next time. So we have played 1. Goose eggs on the scoreboard. To the second inning we go. The Tusky Valley Trojans coming to the plate. This is Regional Championship Softball on 92.1 FM WIOI. We're back in 60 seconds. Here's the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy. At the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, they're proud to cheer for the home team, and even more proud to have you on their team. Whether you need insurance for your home, car, or business, they have your back. And because the local community is so important to them, they'll be right there with you, cheering for your team. Contact the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency today for more information about a policy from Encova Insurance. Visit the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency at 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Online at barrettmurphy.com. For the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates in the bottom of the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left stranded, no errors committed by the Tusky Valley Trojans. We are scoreless as we get set to begin inning number 2. Due up for Tuscarawas Valley will be the number 6, 7, and 8 hitters: Delaney Erickson, Ava Beatty, and Morgan Wright. Erickson is the designated player. Batting in the 6th hole, she is going to lead things off from the right side. Right-handed pitcher working against a right-handed batter. She'll swing away and miss for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Delaney Erickson hitting .357 entering this contest. She will await the 0-1 delivery, and it is high and outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Erickson. In 42 at-bats this season, she has logged 15 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 8 runs batted in. She'll swing away here for strike number 2. 1-2 the count as Emmy Eaton moves back ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just getting underway here in the second inning of play. The winner moves on to Akron and will play in a state semifinal this coming Saturday morning. A little less than a week away, I should say. It'll begin right around 10:30. Here is strike number 3, a called strike, as Erickson leaves the bat on her shoulder, and that is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Emmy Eaton. She has struck out the last 3 batters she has faced. She's starting to heat up, it appears. Here comes the number 7 hitter. This is the second baseman, Ava Beatty. Beatty is a sophomore utility player. Can play about anywhere in the infield. Again, starting at second base today. She's batting .286 on the season with 20 hits and 70 at-bats, 79 plate appearances. Here's the pitch, swung upon, and it's going to be hit in foul territory beyond the bullpen out in the right field corner. Pretty close to where I parked my pickup truck, by the way. I think I'm good. It's going to take quite a shot to get to my old Chevrolet, but that was a little too close for comfort, to be quite honest with you. It's a long strike, 0-1 now the count. Softball field here at Ohio University, right beside the Convocation Center, in between the Convo and the baseball field. This pitch is low for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Speaking of the baseball field here at OU, Bob Wren Stadium, several Scioto County baseball teams punched their ticket to the regional tournament, which will take place there at that venue next week. Greene and South Webster in Division 7, Medford and Valley in Division 5. Best of luck to them. 4 Scioto County baseball teams advancing to the Sweet 16. There were 3 Scioto County softball teams that made it to regionals. 2 playing here at OU today. Wheelersburg in D5, Notre Dame in D7. Valley made it in D6, but fell on Thursday despite a good season. Here's a pop-up of a 2-1 pitch to second base and caught for out number 2. That'll go F4 in the scorebook. The Wheelersburg second baseman Lena Howard got underneath that one. There is a little bit of a breeze here today. It has died down at the moment, but also some sunshine. It looked like Lena Howard was fighting there, but she gets the job done for the second out. So 2 are away with the number 8 hitter from Tusky Valley stepping into the batter's box. This is left fielder Morgan Wright. She's batting 148 on the season. She's going to take ball number 1. Wheelersburg faithful thought that was a pretty pitch from Emmy Eaton, but the home plate umpire not quite in agreement. That was close. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Swung upon, and that is going to be caught out in right field for out number 3. It looked like for a moment that might have an opportunity to get down, but it did not before Jalen Drake was able to hustle over and make the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Tusky Valley, and we stay scoreless, moving to the bottom of the second. Wheelersburg coming to the plate. This is high school softball on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards Program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you, with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Thinking about a home cleanup project, putting on a new roof, replacing that old broken concrete driveway? Then you need to call the professionals at Correll's Bulldog Containers. They have many sizes of containers to choose from. Whatever your next cleanup or project around your property, call Correll's Bulldog Containers. Open 6 days a week. Phone 574-4455. That's 574-4455. Locally owned and operated. Correll's Bulldog Container.
Scoreless as the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates are getting set to come to bat in the bottom of the second inning against the Tusky Valley Trojans in this Division 5 Regional Championship game, coming to you live today on WIOI from Ohio University in Athens. Due up for the Berg, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Mackenzie Mullins, the third baseman, is going to lead it off from the right side of the plate, and she will take strike number 1. Mullins, Emmy Eaton, and Lauren Truitt are due up. Mackenzie Mullins is a junior. Awaiting the 0-1 pitch. It is low for a ball. 1-1 to count. Brennan Reichman working in the circle, entering today's game with a record of 16-1 and an ERA of .22. Here's a shot to shortstop on the ground, fielded over to first base in time. That'll go 6-3 on the putout. It was a nice job by the Tusky Valley shortstop, as that one was coming at her quickly. That's Aaliyah Orvisky. She's the flex player, not batting, but she is certainly making her presence known in the field, and did so with that play right there over to first baseman J.J. Wallace in time. So one is away, and that will bring up Emmy Eaton, who has been really good not only in the circle, but in the batter's box for Wheelersburg this postseason. She stands from the right side, deep in the batter's box, awaiting the pitch. It is outside for ball one. Boy, she is right next to the back line in the batter's box. She's closer to the catcher than the home plate umpire is. Awaiting the pitch from Reichman. Going to be swung upon and missed. Strike number one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Emmy Eaton. She had 2 singles and a triple against Northwest in the district semifinal here at OU almost 2 weeks ago. 2 singles, a double, and a sac fly against Claymont here on Thursday in the regional semifinal. She can hit. This pitch low. Ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Her sister Macy Eaton, playing at the University of Virginia, within the last few days was named All-American second team, representing UVA well. This pitch fouled back against the screen. Strike number 2. The 2 Scioto County softball programs that we will see here in Athens today both have sent a lot of players to the next level. In Division I, Wheelersburg has not only Macy Eaton playing at Virginia, but Katie Boggs playing at North Carolina. Notre Dame, which will play the 2:30 Division VII regional championship game against Conotton Valley, has Sparks pitching at Pittsburgh. Last pitch made the count full. It was a ball, 3-2. Here's the payoff, and it's fouled out of play. So we'll reload things and try it again. Pitcher versus pitcher here in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless in this D5 regional championship. Emmy Eaton, the Berg pitcher, in the batter's box working against Brennan Reichman of the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans, and another pitch is fouled toward the first base side, the dugout where Tuscarawas Valley is located. So the count remains full. Lauren Truitt is on deck for Wheelersburg with no runners on board and 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's Reichman's pitch, a junior. It's low, ball number 4. A good battle between the 2 starting pitchers today, and Emmy Eaton wins round number 1 as she will take her base. That brings up the left fielder, Lauren Truitt of Wheelersburg. She had a couple hits against Northwest in this postseason and 2 hits against Claymont here on Thursday. Lauren Truitt is a sophomore. Got off to a great start this season. In the first 10 games, through the first 10 games, she was batting .552 on the season. She's going to send this pitch out of play over beyond the first base dugout. A lot of height on that one. I think that had a lot to do with the hard swing by Truitt as well as the hard throw by Reichman, who has already committed to be an Ohio State University Buckeye, has Reichman. Truitt awaits the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled back out of play. 0-2 the count. Boy, you can smell the sunscreen here today at the ballpark for those that are sitting out in the bleachers, and that is a good thing. Battling that melanoma today, that's for sure. Gorgeous day here in Southern Ohio. Right around 70 degrees when we got this one started. A high expected today of 73. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Reichman to Lauren Truitt. It is delivered, and it is going to just miss the outside corner for ball number 1, making the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Libby Allen is due up for the Berg. She is the designated player. Truitt is the number 7 hitter. Emmy Eaton down on first base with 1 out in this inning. Here's the pitch. Swung upon, fouled back again. So Lauren Truitt is on it. If she can just straighten it out. She has made contact with 3 of the 4 pitches that Reichman has thrown her way, fouling 3 pitches away from this Ohio State-bound pitcher from Tuscarawas Valley. Here is the pitch, the 1-2 delivery, and it is going to be strike number 3. So quite a battle that was, but that one goes Reichman's way, and 2 outs are now posted on the scoreboard for Wheelersburg as Libby Allen, the DP, gets ready to enter the batter's box. But beforehand, Coach Teresa Ruby is going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. Just wanted to check something real quick. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Emmy Eaton. Now, in high school softball, for those of you who do not know, the sport allows courtesy runners for the pitchers and catchers. We've seen courtesy runners be used at times for Emmy Eaton, and we have also seen other instances where Coach Teresa Ruby allows her to run. That was the case in one particular instance on Thursday in the regional semifinal win over Claymont. Emmy Eaton wound up running for herself and eventually got home and scored. McKenna Vaught, a freshman, will slide in to run for Emmy Eaton as Libby Allen takes ball number 1. Want to know the count. Yeah, the leaves were rustling quite a bit here prior to the first pitch, and the flag was standing out from the flagpole, but the wind has died down. Here's a grounder that's going to get past the second baseman and roll out to right field. Runners making their way for Wheelersburg. They are going to get to second and third and hold there, and boy, Coach Teresa Ruby wanted that runner on third to go. Coach Ruby had given her the green light, and the freshman Vaught slammed on the brakes herself, and Coach Ruby talking to her about it now. That's all right for Wheelersburg. Hopefully the Lady Pirates will get another opportunity as Maddie Jennings, the catcher, is going to step into the batter's box. She is the number 9 hitter. That was such a close play over there as the runner on first, Vaught, came very close to making contact with Tusky Valley second baseman Ava Beatty, and that probably distracted Beatty a little bit, allowing the ball to get by her. That's going to go as an E4. So with runners on second and third, Jennings awaits the pitch from Reichman. It is going to just miss the outside corner for ball number 1. Had Vaught gone, I think there would have been a very close play at home. But we will never know now. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung up on, high to right field. Underneath it and making the catch for out number 3 is Emma Matthews, and that will do it for Wheelersburg here in the bottom of the second. Some opportunities there, 2 runners left stranded, but still no score in this Division 5 regional championship game. Tusky Valley and Wheelersburg, the Trojans, coming to the plate to begin the bottom of the third. We're back in 60 seconds on WIOI.
The Harrison Piles Funeral Home has been serving Southern Ohio. With that experience comes the knowledge of how to best help a family in their time of need. When the time arises, call Dave Piles at Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 11623 Gallia Street in Wheelersburg. Phone 740-574-2543. Harrison Piles Funeral Home is a proud supporter of our area's youth.
Hi, I'm Jay Hash with Hope Source. Hope Source helps individuals and families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. We offer a full array of high-quality mental health and addiction treatment services to meet the individual needs of every person we serve. In every interaction, we provide the care we would expect for our closest friends or loved ones. No matter your situation, there is hope. For information, check out our website at hopesourcetreatment.com. Find us on Facebook or call 740-353-HOPE.
Wheelersburg and Tusky Valley scoreless in this Division 5 regional championship softball game, coming to you live on 92.1 FM WIOI on an absolutely gorgeous Saturday afternoon on the campus of Ohio University in Athens. I'm Chuck Greenslate. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's game on WIOI, or a big shout out to those of you listening and watching by using the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. For Wheelersburg in the bottom of the second inning, no runs, no hits, 2 runners left stranded on second and third, and 1 error committed by Tusky Valley. Due up for the Trojans here to begin the third will be the 9-1 and 2 hitters. The right fielder, Emma Matthews, is going to lead things off. She is a right-handed hitter on the season, batting .365. 19 hits on the season, and a shot to second baseman Lena Howard, who climbs the ladder and makes a beautiful catch for the first out of this top half of the third. Wow, what a play, what leaping ability by Lena Howard. Going upstairs, full extension to make that catch. F4 is how it will be scored, but that one had a little drama to it. Coach Dusty Spradlin of the Wheelersburg basketball team might want to be giving her a call a little later, if they aren't already in contact with each other. She's got some ups. That brings Tusky Valley to the top of the lineup. Here's the leadoff hitter, the third baseman, Ella Wallach. She will swing away here. Nice cut, but she does not connect. That'll be strike number one. Pretty pitch by Emmy Eaton. J.J. Wallace is on deck. Wallach walked in her first plate appearance after working to get the count to full. Wallach batting .469 on the year. Awaiting the 0-1 pitch, swung upon. A high pop-up to third baseman Mackenzie Mullins. She will make the catch for out number 2. It goes as F5. If Mullins wasn't there to make that catch, the Wheelersburg shortstop was. Both right where they should have been, but did a good job not colliding with each other. Mullins culling it. Miley Jo Gleam backing away and letting her make the catch. That brings up J.J. Wallace, the first baseman. She grounded out to short in her first plate appearance 2 innings ago in the first. Here is a dribbler picked up by Mullins, and I'm going to say foul. It evidently hit off of home plate before rolling out to Mullins. So it's going to be strike number 1, making the count 0-1. But a good job by Mullins, hustling up. You never want to rely on an official to make that call. If it's in play, go ahead and charge it and try to make something happen and hope that if it did hit off of home plate, one of the 4 umpires here today saw it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Emmy Eaton. It is going to be a little high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brennan Reichman, the pitcher for Tusky Valley, is due up if the Trojans should get to her. No runners on board, 2 outs, top of the third, scoreless. Wheelersburg and Tusky Valley. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to J.J. Wallace. Wallace batting .348 on the season, 105 plate appearances, 89 technical at-bats, 31 hits, 28 runs scored. She's driven in 23 runs. 5 home runs this year for Wallace. She awaits the pitch, and it's in there for strike number 3. Wallace watches it go by. Another strikeout for Emmy Eaton, her 4th of the day. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no Wheelersburg errors, no runners left on board. We stay scoreless as we move to the bottom of the third with Wheelersburg coming to the plate. This is High School Regional Tournament Softball on WIOI.
Processes automotive parts with precision CNC equipment. You may actually be driving a vehicle that has a part they made. At Mako, highly trained workers, many of whom trained at the Scioto County Career Technical Center's Ramtech training facility located nearby, make precision parts using advanced technologies. Mako Finished Products wishes the best to all local teams.
Minford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Minford Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice.
The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates will send the 1, 2, and 3 hitters up to the top of the order. Ava Estep, Lena Howard, and Miley Jo Gleam. We are in the bottom of the third inning, scoreless, as the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates are in quite a battle today with Tusky Valley in this Division 5 Regional Championship game. Wheelersburg 20-5 entering this contest. Tusky Valley 24-4. The Trojans out of the Inter-Valley South Conference, coached by Stacy Martin. Wheelersburg, Southern Ohio Conference Division 3 champs, coached by Teresa Ruby. In her 12 seasons, nothing but success for this program. In the previous 11, 4 state titles, the most recent of which, a year ago, the Berg has won 3 of the last 4 state championship games. Ava Estep will take ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. in there for strike one. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Estep singled to left field in her first trip to the plate to lead off the game, to lead off the bottom of the first inning. 1 for 1 today. Had a hit in the regional semifinal game as well a couple days ago against a very pesky Claymont team that Wheelersburg wound up defeating 10-8. The Berg led 8-3 in that contest. Claymont came back, tied it at 8 in the 6th, and the Berg wound up with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th and held on for the win. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's going to get past the shortstop and go out into left field. Ava Estep is on board again. 2 plate appearances and 2 trips to first base. Discussion being held up in the press area as to whether or not that should be ruled a hit or an error. And it's going to be ruled a hit. That did have a lot of heat on it. That would have been a tough play for the shortstop from Tusky Valley. No doubt about it. Aaliyah Orvisky playing shortstop today for the Trojans. So give Ava Estep her second hit of the day, and that brings up Lena Howard. She was able to lay down a beautiful bunt back in the first inning, advancing Estep. She squared up to try to do it again, but then pulled back, and that's going to be a called strike, making the count 0-1. Miley Jo Gleam is on deck for the Lady Pirates. Howard in the top half of this inning making a beautiful catch. A line drive that was well above her head, but she was able to go up and make that reception for the first out on Tusky Valley in the top half of the third. She squares up the bunt again, and this one's going to wind up floating over into the Wheelersburg dugout, nestled alongside the third base line. That's strike number 2. So now with Howard behind in the count, no balls, no strikes, I'd say that bunting is off the table. She'll probably be swinging away. She has had some good moments this postseason. Talked about that earlier. Had a sac fly against Northwest and went 3 for 4 in the district final win over Wellston. And, nearly a double play there. The grounder was picked up, and Ava Estep went about halfway between first and second. That did throw off any chance of a double play attempt, so I think you would have to think that was a pretty good move there. There was going to be a runner out at second either way, one would think, but also a nice job by Tusky Valley looking Ava Estep back. But when it's all said and done with, Estep stays on first, and grounding out is Lena Howard. That brings up Miley Jo Gleam. She'll take strike 1. Here's a dribbler to third, over to first in time, and then a throw to second. Gets by the second baseman. Ava Estep caught in a rundown, and she is going to slide safely to second as the ball gets past some of the Tusky Valley infielders. Almost got Estep over there on second base. She is a very aggressive base runner. It's going to go as 5-3 on the put out over at first base. And with that, 2 are away, and that brings up Jalen Drake.
The right fielder, number 11, Jalen Drake. Jalen Drake will step in. He's your number 4 hitter in the lineup.
Jalen Drake from the right side of the batter's box awaits the pitch, and it is just going to miss the outside corner for ball 1. Want to know the count. Drake struck out a little earlier in the game in her only other plate appearance, which was the third out of the first inning for the Lady Pirates. She'll swing away here. Strike number 1. Good cut, but not connecting.
If she connects, if she takes a great poke at it when she swings that bat.
Drake awaiting the 1-1 delivery from Reichman. Is low for a ball. Estep going down to third. She's going to get there. The throw gets past the third baseman, and Ava Estep is going to score and then deliver a lot of emotion as she puts her Lady Pirates up in this contest. Again, we talk about the aggressive base running. She stole third, and then on the error on the throw from the catcher down to the third baseman, Estep is able to go home, and it is 1-0 Lady Pirates here in the bottom of the third inning. 2-1 is the count to Jalen Drake. Base is now clear as the Berg is on the scoreboard first. And this pitch clips the inside corner for strike number 2. The second error of the game for the Tusky Valley Trojans moments ago proves costly, and here is a swing and a miss, strike number 3. So the third out has been posted, but the first run of the game has been accounted for as well. And the Lady Pirates have a 1-0 lead through 3. Tusky Valley coming to begin the top half of the fourth inning. They will be stepping to the plate. This is High School Regional Tournament Softball on WIOI. 17 Offnear Street in Portsmouth, right across the street from the historic Green Lawn Cemetery. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home has been in business for 93 years. Cremation and prearranged funerals are available. Owner Matt Hammer would be honored if you would remember to let his family cater to your family during your time of grief. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home, 1417 Offnear Street, Portsmouth. Portsmouth, you can count on Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday for buy one, get one 50% off bone-in wings. Enjoy your go-to wing flavors or try something new like our limited time flavors. Grab another wings lover in your life or enjoy them all yourself. We don't judge. Your new Tuesday ritual is here, and it's saucy. Ow! Head to the sports bar to get your wings on at participating locations. Not valid with other offers or discounts. See website or app for details. High school softball on 92.1 FM WIOI is being presented in part by the McKinley Funeral Home, Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, the Real Estate Gallery, Little Septic Service, Harris Floor Covering, McDonald's, the Melcher Hammer Funeral Home, the Glockner Family of Dealerships, Hope Source, Minford Telephone and Minford TV, as well as Falcon One Internet, and the Schmidt Family Restaurants, which include Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers and Buffalo Wild Wings. For the Lady Pirates, in the bottom of the third, 1 run, 1 hit, no runners left stranded, and 1 costly error on a throw from home plate to third base, committed by Tusky Valley. The Berg leads 1-0, and leading off the top half of the fourth for the Trojans is pitcher Brennan Reichman. She got on board as a result of a walk in her first plate appearance. She will take ball number 1 here from Wheelersburg ace Emmy Eaton. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. This one misses the mark for ball number 2. She was intentionally walked back in the first inning, was Reichman, so this is actually the first time in the game that Eaton has thrown to her. Here's the pitch. It is high, ball number 3. In addition to being a very good pitcher, Reichman is also a very, very solid hitter. She is batting .489 entering this contest. Best hitter on the team. And she is going to take ball number 4 in 4 successive pitches. There was no doubt there that Eaton was not going to give her anything to hit. So this will bring up Hallie Burrell, the catcher. She struck out in her first at-bat. She was the first of 4 strikeouts accumulated by Eaton so far in today's contest. 1-0 Wheelersburg if you're just tuning in. The Lady Pirates scoring that 1 run, courtesy of Ava Estep, stealing second and going to third, and then getting home from third base on a throwing error by Tusky Valley. 1-0 the score. Reichman down at first as Burrell awaits the pitch from Eaton. Swung upon, miss, strike number 1. Callie Stutz, the center fielder, is due up. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters leading off this fourth inning for Tusky Valley. The 0-1 pitch from Eaton after a lengthy pause. Squaring up the bunt was Burrell. She will pull back, and that is going to be ball one. For a moment, Wheelersburg was thinking she had committed to the bunt, and that should have been a strike, but the home plate umpire confers with the umpire down on first base, and he said safe. She got back, so 1-1 is the count. Eaton looks around to her second baseman and center fielder to make sure they're all in position and ready to go. Here comes the 1-1 delivery as Eaton will rock and deal, the junior. And a quick throw from Maddie Jennings, the catcher, down to first base. Reichman is back in time. Nice thought there by Jennings to get the ball quickly over to Lena Howard. Or check that, Laney Skeens, the first baseman. Howard backing her up, playing at second base. That was a strike on that pitch. Making the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 rock and deal from Eaton. Pitch inside low, ball number 2, count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The first base coach for Tusky Valley coming up and talking a little bit with Burrell. Now he'll return to the batter's box as Burrell awaits the 2-2 pitch. And it is outside for ball number 3. Count is full. This is just the second time today that a Tusky Valley batter has been working against a full count. First time was the leadoff batter, Ellie Wallach, who got the day started back in the first inning, and that resulted in a walk. Here's the payoff pitch to Burrell, and this result is a little bit more favorable for Wheelersburg as Burrell goes down swinging. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Emmy Eaton, and that's not here in the top half of the fourth. That brings up the number 5 hitter, center fielder Callie Stutz, who struck out in her first plate appearance back in the first inning. Stutz on the season batting .312, 105 plate appearances, 75 at bats, 24 hits, 3 doubles, 2 triples, couple home runs. Boy, to have 105 plate appearances but only 77 technical at-bats means that she gets walked a lot and possibly gets hit by a pitch every now and again, too. That's quite a disparity there. What that basically means is 28 times she has stepped into the batter's box and it's been either a walk or hit by pitch. His first pitch here delivered by Eaton is a ball, making the count 1-0, squaring up the bunt, making contact is Stutz. Coming over to pick up the ball is the first baseman, Laney Skeen. She tosses over to first base and it gets by, and the runner is going to be safe as a result of an error. Everybody safe, or are they going to say there's an out? What's going on here? Now the runner stays on first base, but it looked like an umpire had called her out, so now there's a conference going on. Seems to be a lot of confusion here.
Now, what's the discussion down there?
And now they're going to say the runner is out. So evidently the catch was made at first, and then the ball got by Lena Howard, who had covered the bag. Wow, that's interesting. So it's going to go 3-4 because the first baseman, Laney Skeens, come up and fielded the bunt off the bat of Stutz and then threw over to Lena Howard, the second baseman, covering the first base bag. And now they're going to send the runner, Reichman, back to first after she had gotten to third. Dead ball runner interference is the call, so that's the reason for all this. Dead ball runner interference. So evidently Reichman had made contact with the second baseman, Lena Howard, who came over to cover the bag. Oh my gosh, this is where I would certainly love to have a replay monitor in front of me. We can watch it back on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel after the fact, but my word, what an interesting call there. So when it's all said and done with, 2 are away. 3-4 runner interference is how I'm going to write that in my scoring book. So that brings up Delaney Erickson, the designated player. She fouls this pitch away. It was a 1-0 pitch, so the count now even 1 ball, 1 strike. So Reichman stays down at first base after the runner interference call a few moments ago. A big break for Wheelersburg in that sequence. Had that call not been made, there were going to be runners on the corners with 1 out. So Delaney Erickson, who struck out in her first plate appearance back in the second inning, goes over and talks to the first base coach, now returns to the batter's box and awaits the 1-1 delivery from Emmy Eaton. Wheelersburg up 1-0. Here in the top half of the fourth inning, here's a pop-up caught by Maddie Jennings, the catcher. Evidently the ball hit the plate and bounced up. So that's going to be a foul ball, strike number 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball bounced off the plate, ricocheted up, and then Jennings was able to catch it off the bounce. Here is a shot to shortstop. Fielded over to second in time for the force out. Good job by Lena Howard, the second baseman, hustling over to second to take the pitch from Miley Jo Gleam, and that was a shot with a lot of speed and velocity coming toward shortstop Miley Jo Gleam, and she did a great job fielding it. Kind of bobbled it just slightly, but she was able to hold on, get a hand on it, and then quickly get the toss over to Howard at second for the third out of the inning. It goes 6-4 on the force out, fielder's choice, and Wheelersburg maintains a 1-0 lead as the Lady Pirates get set to come to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. A lot of drama here in the last inning or so in this one. A Division V regional championship game from Ohio University in Athens. This is high school softball on WIOI.
Care program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Haley, what do you like about the Scioto County CTC in your program?
It really helps me learn to deal with kids and helps me prepare for the future.
And what are your plans for after high school?
To be an special education teacher.
The Scioto County CTC, a proven past for building a better future. The Glockner family of dealerships offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy.
To the bottom of the fourth we go at Ohio University in Athens, where the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates have a 1-0 lead over Tuscarawas Valley in a Division V regional championship game. The winner will advance to the state tournament in Akron this coming weekend and will play the early game against Casstown Miami East. Coming up for Wheelersburg to begin this inning will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Leading it off is the third baseman, Mackenzie Mullins, and she will take strike number 1. Eaton is due up, and then Lauren Truitt. Those will be the 3 batters we are assured to see for Wheelersburg here in the bottom of this fourth inning. Mullins is the third baseman. She grounded out to short in her first plate appearance back in the second inning. She will take ball 1 here, evening up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. She's made a couple good plays in the field today, has Mullins. Had a 3-run triple and a solo home run against Northwest here at OU in the district tournament. Also had 2 hits, including a triple against Claymont here a couple days ago. She'll foul this one out of play beyond the first base side. Strike number 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reichman continues to work in the circle. This pitch, it's high. Did Mullins go? The officials will confer, and the first base ump says she did. Oh, boy. Wow. Wheelersburg fans obviously thinking that Mullins got back, but the first base ump said she went and did not get that swing back on her shoulder. So that will be a punch out for Reichman, and 1 is away here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings up the Wheelersburg pitcher, Emmy Eaton, who walked in her first at-bat back in the second inning. Fifth strikeout of the day for Reichman, the Ohio State University-bound junior. Strike number 1 here to Emmy Eaton.
They called that a strike.
Catching the inside corner. This pitch fouled back toward the screen to the first base side. Strike number 2, 0-2 the count. The Tusky Valley announcer, wonderful gentleman sitting beside me, he was a little perplexed that was a called strike a few moments ago. This one fouled back to the screen as well, so the count will stay 0-2. Emmy Eaton working hard here against Reichman of Tusky Valley. In case you missed it earlier, Reichman entering this game with a 16-1 record and a .22 earned run average. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's high for ball number 1. 1-2 the count. The last time these two pitchers dueled, back in the second inning, the count got full before Emmy Eaton wound up being walked. Eaton, the number 6 hitter. This pitch is high for ball number 2. Count even 2-2. Wheelersburg trying to get its first base runner of the 4th inning. So far on the day for the Lady Pirates. 1 run off of 2 hits. That run unearned as a result of one of the 2 Tusky Valley errors that have been committed in this contest thus far. This pitch swung upon and missed. Strike number 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. Reichman has started things off with back-to-back Ks, and that will bring up the left fielder Lauren Truitt, who struck out in her first at-bat back in the second inning. Truitt is a sophomore. A couple hits against Northwest in the postseason. 2 hits against Claymont here on Thursday in the regional semifinal victory, and she will take strike number 1. So Reichman appears to be getting a little bit better as the game moves forward. The 6-foot-tall junior right-hander. Looking at the pitch call on her armband located on her left forearm. This pitch is inside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It almost looked like Reichman shook that pitch off. You know, used to back in the day when it was the catcher calling the pitch, you'd see that type of body language between the pitcher and the catcher. Now, with the pitches being called from the dugout, it looked like she shook off her pitching coach's call on the pitch before. This one is going to miss the mark for ball number 2. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. Outside, ball number 3. 3-1 now the count. Lauren Truitt battling hard. After watching strike 1 go by, 3 consecutive balls by Lauren Truitt. Let's see if this pitch is down the middle. 3-1 pitches, 3-0 pitches, they're usually pretty good. Will Truitt go for it if it is a hittable pitch? She will swing away, fouls it out of play, and that is going to be strike number 2. Count is full. That one going out of play beyond the first base side. 3-2 the count. Brennan Reichman, the right-handed pitcher, gets into her motion. Here's the payoff pitch, swung upon, high but rather shallow in foul territory, and running out of real estate is the Tusky Valley first baseman. She just about got there. Had that fence been slid over about another 15 inches to 2 feet, she would have probably gotten to it, but she just ran out of room. That was J.J. Wallace hustling over to try to make a play on the ball in foul territory. Lauren Truitt lives for another pitch. Count remains full. Here again comes the payoff from Reichman. Swung upon, a grounder to first, fielded by the first baseman, unassisted. She'll walk over and tag the bag, and that will do it for the top half of the 4th inning. The bottom half of the 4th inning, I beg your pardon. To the top of the 5th we go. Wheelersburg maintains a 1-0 lead in this regional final. You're listening to high school softball on WIOI.
And even more proud to have you on their team. Whether you need insurance for your home, car, or business, they have your back. And because the local community is so important to them, they'll be right there with you, cheering for your team. Contact the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency today for more information about a policy from Encova Insurance. Visit the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency at 1031 Gallia Street in Portsmouth. Online at barrettmurphin.com. At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you, with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
High school softball on 92.1 FM WIOI is being presented in part today by the Scioto River. Call your home medical, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Clark's Pump and Shop, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Mako Finished Products, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, as well as the Barrett Murphin Insurance Agency. I'm Chuck Greenslate, live today at Ohio University in Athens, where the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates have a 1-0 lead over the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans in this Division V Regional Championship game. An Elite 8 contest, the winner goes to the Final Four and will play at Akron's Firestone Stadium next Saturday morning. Leading off the top half of the fifth for Tuscarawas Valley will be the second baseman, Ava Beatty. She awaits the pitch from Emmy Eaton. It is high for ball number 1. For Wheelersburg in the bottom of the fourth, no runs, no hits, no runners left stranded, no errors committed by Tuscarawas Valley. Ava Beatty, Morgan Wright, and Emma Matthews will lead off the top of the fifth for the Trojans, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Ava Beatty, the second baseman, flew out to second base in her first plate appearance back in the second inning. This pitch gets by Maddie Jennings, but with no runners on board, no issues there. It is ball number 2, however, making the count 2-0. So Beatty, the 7 hitter, is ahead in the count at the moment. Beatty batting .286 on the season with 20 hits on the year, 13 runs scored. She has driven in 18 runs. 3 home runs for Beatty this year. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swung upon, right back to pitcher Emmy Eaton. She will waltz over toward first, pitch the ball to freshman first baseman Lainey Skeens for out number 1. That goes 1-3 on the putout, and that will bring up left fielder Morgan Wright, who flew out to right field in her first at-bat back in the second inning. Morgan Wright on the season batting .148, 81 at-bats, a dozen hits, 13 RBI. She scored 18 runs herself, 3 extra base hits this season, all doubles. Here's the pitch, swung upon, driven to center field. Ava Estep coming up, calling everybody off, and the senior makes the catch for out number 2. F8 is how that will be scored, and that brings up Emma Matthews, the right fielder and number 9 hitter for Tuscarawas Valley. She flew out to second base in her first plate appearance. That was the great catch by Lena Howard, who really jumped as high as she possibly could, full extension, to make the catch of that line drive by Emma Matthews 2 innings ago. I'm sure she's looking alive again. She has backed off near the infield grass. Here is a swing and a miss by Matthews. Strike number 1. Matthews batting .365 on the season. 52 at-bats, 19 hits, 24 runs scored, 13 RBI. Couple doubles, couple home runs. She awaits the 0-1 pitch from Eaton. Swung upon, strike number 2. Both these pitchers seemingly getting better as the game wears on. 1-0, the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates leading. In the top half of the 5th inning, high school games go 7. Here is the 0-2 pitch. This one missing the mark, ball number 1. They're slated for 7. There are 10-run rules that sometimes go into play. And Wheelersburg has certainly won its share of those throughout the course of the season. If you're up by 10 after 5, it's game over. Obviously, we will play till there's a winner if extra innings are required. Here's a swing and a miss and a foul tip by Emma Matthews. She did get a piece of it, so the count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emmy Eaton going to take the mask off for a moment as she walks back to the circle. Taking a deep breath. Mackenzie Mullins, the third baseman, came over to give her a little slap of the glove there and voice some encouragement, I'm sure. Mullins and first baseman Skeens both playing up. And Matthews is going to foul this one out of play beyond the first base side. So the number 9 hitter hanging tough here with no runners on board and 2 outs in the top half of the fifth inning with Wheelersburg leading 1-0. Ava Estep scoring the only run so far today off of a throwing error committed by Tusky Valley. Here's the pitch, swung upon, driven to right field. Wheelersburg's right fielder will drift into foul territory and make the catch. That's Jalen Drake with a nice catch over there for out number 3. F9 is how it will go. 3 up, 3 down. Score remains 1-0 in favor of the Lady Pirates, who will be coming to the plate in the bottom of the fifth. This is a Division 5 Regional Championship softball game on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Project, putting on a new roof, replacing that old broken concrete driveway. Then you need to call the professionals at Correll's Bulldog Containers. They have many sizes of containers to choose from. Whatever your next cleanup or project around your property, call Correll's Bulldog Containers. Open 6 days a week. Phone 574-4455. That's 574-4455. Locally owned and operated. Correll's Bulldog Containers.
For over 50 years, the Harrison Piles Funeral Home has been serving Southern Ohio. With that experience comes the knowledge of how to best help a family in their time of need. When the time arises, call Dave Piles at Harrison Piles Funeral Home, 11623 Gallia Street in Wheelersburg. Phone 740-574-2543. Harrison Piles Funeral Home is a proud supporter of our area's youth.
1-0, the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates lead Tusky Valley as we get set for the Lady Pirates to step to the plate here in the bottom of the fifth inning of this Division 5 Regional Championship game, coming to you live from Ohio University in Athens. Wheelersburg is at the top of the order with the 1, 2, and 3 hitters set to come to the plate. That'll be Ava Estep, Lena Howard, and Miley Jo Gleam. Estep has the only run scored thus far, and that was back in the third inning. She is 2 for 2 today with a pair of doubles. Hold up. I apologize. Libby Allen is going to lead it off, the 8, 9, and 1 hitter. So we will see Ava Estep bat before this inning is through, but not just yet. Libby Allen, the designated player, number 8 hitter, she's going to lead it off, and she got on board as a result of an error in her first plate appearance, and that was back in the second inning. She's going to foul this ball off toward the right side, strike number 1.
So pretty stingy around here today, but it's a good ball game.
This pitch. Going to miss outside and high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brendan Reichman continuing to work in the circle for the Tusky Valley Trojans. She's looking for win number 17 this season. If she can get it, her team will be going to the Final Four. But standing in the way, the defending state champion Wheelersburg Lady Pirates. Here is a little slap shot by Libby Allen. She got a piece of it. Ball goes into foul territory. That is strike number 2, making the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind starting to pick up a little bit, actually blowing toward right center field now. It's switched directions. It had been blowing toward left field earlier on. Check swing by Allen. And the first base umpire says no, she didn't go. That'll be ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Catcher Maddie Jennings is on deck. Alan Jennings and Ava Estep leading off this inning for the Berg. Here's a chopper right back to the pitcher. She fields it cleanly, tosses over to first base for out number 1. That goes 1-3 on the putout as Reichman is able to get the ball over to J.J. Wallace, and 1 is away, bringing up the number 9 hitter, catcher Maddie Jennings, who flew out to right field in her first plate appearance. Jennings had a single, a double, and a triple against Northwest in a district semifinal win a week ago Monday here at Ohio University. She'll foul this first pitch back to the right off the screen for strike number 1. Jennings, only a sophomore, had a great start to the season. Through the first 10 games, she was batting .462 with 3 home runs, 3 doubles, and a .488 on-base percentage. That was just through the first 10 games of the season. This pitch going to be a called strike, making the count 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Reichman. No runners on board. It is high. Ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You look at these pitching stats again by Reichman, and it just doesn't even look real. A .22 ERA, a record of 16-1, a .941 winning percentage. This pitch low, ball number 2. Maddie Jennings, the 9-hitter, hanging tough. Jennings makes contact with the ball more often than not, and here's another instance of that. She's going to foul this ball out of play beyond the first base side. The count will remain 2-2. Looking back at Wheelersburg's last game against Claymont, she had one single in that contest, flew out to second base, grounded out to shortstop, and then flew out to the shortstop. So she gets the bat on the ball. That doesn't always relate to a hit, but she can make contact, and here she does again, and she will have herself a base hit. A shot down the third base line over the head of the third baseman out into left field, and the number 9 hitter for the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates catcher, Maddie Jennings, is on board. Third hit of the day for the Lady Pirates. And that brings up Ava Estep, the leadoff hitter for the Berg and center fielder. She has the other 2 hits. Up until that single moments ago by Jennings, Estep had the only 2 hits of this game. So Estep will step into the batter's box from the right side. The left-handed hitter bound for the University of Maryland, where she will play in the Big Ten. A left-handed hitter working against a right-handed pitcher. A shot right back to Reichman. She fields it and goes quickly over to second to try to get the force out, and she did not get it. In there in time, sliding safely and beating the force out is Maddie Jennings. A close play, but Wheelersburg gets the call, or lack thereof, and runners are safe on first and second for the Berg.
Number 32, Howard.
So give Ava Estep her 3rd hit of the day. As the ball was fielded by Reichman, it was way to her left. She was able to reach out with those long arms and snag that ball with her glove and then turn around, wisely trying to get the force out. And the lead runner at second just didn't get the throw there quick enough, as Maddie Jennings, the catcher, able to speed down to second base. And normally, whether it be softball or baseball, you don't think of a team's catcher being the fastest player or the best base runner, but that philosophy can certainly not be applied to sophomore Maddie Jennings, as she is extremely quick, and she showcased that speed there as she was able to get down to second in time. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Lady Pirates have runners safely on first and second, a 1-0 lead, and second baseman Lena Howard due up. Howard has tried to bunt every time she has been up to the plate so far in this game. She laid down a beautiful sac bunt in the 2nd inning and wound up grounding out in the 3rd after attempting a couple bunts. With 1 out, will she try to bunt again, or will Coach Teresa Ruby give her the green light to swing? She steps into the batter's box awaiting the pitch from Reichman. There was a timeout taken moments ago by Tusky Valley just to settle the troops down. And back to play we go. Here is the pitch outside and high for ball 1. We've talked about some of the good things that Lena Howard has done in postseason play. She had a monstrous offensive day against Wellston in the district final a week ago Thursday here at OU. 3 for 4 on that day with a double, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBI in a win over the Golden Rockets. She had a single against Claymont here on Thursday and had a big sac fly to score a run in the district semifinal win over Northwest here in Athens a week ago Monday. She's ahead of the count, 2 balls, no strikes, as the last ball missed, fired by Reichman. Here is the 2-0 delivery, swung upon, and it's going to get by the second baseman. Rounding third is Wheelersburg's Maddie Jennings. She will score. Ava Estep's going to go home as well, and it is 3-0 Lady Pirates. A 2-run knock by Lena Howard, and that allows the defending D5 state champion Lady Pirates to widen the lead. It's 3-0. A single on the hit for Howard, and then she advances to second on the throw, and that will bring up Miley Jo Gleam, the number 3 hitter and shortstop for the Berg.
Lane Howard
Things looking good for the Lady Pirates at the moment, but we still have quite a ways to go before we arrive at the finish line, which in this case would be another regional title for the Lady Pirates and a return trip to Akron, where Wheelersburg won the Division 5 state championship a season ago. The Burg has won 3 of the last 4 state championships. In 22 and 23, it was in Division 3, and then the division expansion last year, D5. Here's the first pitch to Gleam. It is going to miss the mark for ball 1. Just 1 out in the inning. Lady Pirates hoping they're not done here in the bottom of the 5th. Tusky Valley with still 2 at-bats remaining in this game, in which the Trojans are assured of. This ball will be fouled out of play. Strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Miley Joe Gleam had a hit and a sac fly against Claymont in the regional semifinal, 2 hits and 3 RBI in the district championship win against Wellston. She also had 2 hits in the district semifinal victory over Northwest. This pitch is going to be a called strike, and the Burg fans don't like it. 1-2 the count. Gleam is a senior. With Howard on second base. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung upon and missed. Strike number 3, out number 2, and that will bring up the number 4 hitter, right fielder Jalen Drake, who's 0 for 2 today after a pair of strikeouts. Drake was up to bat, though, when Ava Estep scored the first run of the game on a throwing error back in the 3rd inning. So maybe some good juju with that. 3-0 Lady Pirates. This pitch, and there for strike 1. Drake thought about pulling the trigger on the swing, but then at the last moment, you could tell she thought herself out of it. Due up is the third baseman, Mackenzie Mullins. If Wheelersburg should get to her. Here's the pitch. Chopper toward the third base dugout where Wheelersburg is located in foul territory. That'll be strike number 2, 0-2 the count. Tusky Valley will be at the top of the order when the 6th inning begins with the 1, 2, and 3 hitters coming up. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Drake. This one misses the outside corner, a little high. Ball number 1 making the count 1-2.
1-2 now, 2 outs. Runner in the scoring position at second base, 2 already.
Jalen Drake with a pair of triples in the district tournament, 1 in the semifinal win over Northwest, and 1 in the district championship victory over Wellston. She had 2 singles against Claymont. She'll foul this one into the stands toward the third base side. Count stays at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Reichman. Swung upon right back to Reichman, and she is able to catch the line drive for out number 3. Quick reflexes there by Reichman. F1 is how it will be scored. But 2 more runs put up on the scoreboard for the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates, who now lead 3-0 through 5. To the 6th inning we go. This is Regional Tournament Championship Softball on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Hope Source helps individuals and families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. We offer a full array of high-quality mental health and addiction treatment services to meet the individual needs of every person we serve. In every interaction, we provide the care we would expect for our closest friends or loved ones. No matter your situation, there is hope. For information, check out our website at hopesourcetreatment.com. Find us on Facebook or call 740-353 Hope.
Mako Finished Products, located in the Balzer Industrial Park in Lucasville, processes automotive parts with precision CNC equipment. You may actually be driving a vehicle that has a part they made. At Mako, highly trained workers, many of whom trained at the Scioto County Career Technical Center's Ramtech training facility located nearby, make precision parts using advanced technologies. Mako Finished Products wishes the best to all local teams.
3-1 3-1, the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates lead the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans in this Division 5 regional championship game. Coming to you live today from Ohio University in Athens. I'm Chuck Greenslate. Thanks for all of you tuning in on the radio airwaves, as well as a big shout out to everyone who is watching on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. We could not be here today without the gracious contributions from the Scioto River, Call Your Home Medical, Conley Trucking and Conley River Terminal, Correll's Bulldog Containers, Clark's Pump and Shop, the Scioto County Career Technical Center, Mako Finished Products, Harrison Piles Funeral Home, as well as the Barrett Murphy Insurance Agency, and so many others that I'll be mentioning throughout the day. And it is going to be a full day for us here as we will bring you the Notre Dame Lady Titans regional championship game against Conotton Valley in Division 7 following this contest. The 1, 2, and 3 hitters due up for Tusky Valley here to begin the 6th inning. That's Ella Wallach, the leadoff hitter, J.J. Wallace, and Brennan Reichman. Wallach will take strike number 1. She is 0 for 1 today. She walked back in the first inning, flew out to third base in the third. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, swung upon and fouled out of play for strike number 2. Emmy Eaton continuing to work in the circle. Eaton has gotten all postseason victories for Wheelersburg so far. 3-0. Her and her freshman teammate, fellow pitcher, Rylan Butcher, combined for a no-hitter in the 21-0 district semifinal win over Northwest. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Our broadcast today also being made possible by the Schmidt Family Restaurants, Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers and Buffalo Wild Wings, Hope Source, Medford Telephone and Medford TV, and Falcon One Internet, the Glockner family of dealerships, Melcher Hammer Funeral Home, and the Parsley family-owned McDonald's restaurants. Here is a high drive that is caught by second baseman Lena Howard. Another nice play by Howard. She had that two RBI hit an inning ago, and she's got herself an out here as she easily makes the catch out at second base. F4 is how it will be scored, and that will bring up J.J. Wallace, the first baseman, who is 0 for 2 today, having grounded out to short and having struck out in the third inning. She stands in from the right side of the plate and awaits the pitch from Emmy Eaton. A shot to the third base dugout. Foul ball, strike 1. Also special thanks to Harris Floor Covering, Little Septic Service, the Real Estate Gallery, Portsmouth Block and Portsmouth Building Supply, and the McKinley Funeral Home. Wallace, a freshman, awaiting the 0-1 pitch, swung upon, driven to right field, and that is going to get over the head of the Wheelersburg right fielder, Jalen Drake. Play at second, going to be close, but in there safely is J.J. Wallace. Pretty good throw by Drake over to Lena Howard at second, but it looked like the ball actually hit the runner as she was sliding in there toward the bag. So give her a 2-run knock to right field, and that means that the game-tying run is on deck. That would be Hallie Burrell, but before she gets an opportunity, stepping into the batter's box will be the pitcher, Brennan Reichman. We've talked about how good she is in the circle, but she is a good batter as well. She has walked twice today, the first time back in the first inning. Excuse me, that was Reichman. Reichman gets intentionally walked again. So she quickly just goes down to first base, and that will get us to Hallie Burrell. So the tying run is at the plate. Coach Teresa Ruby wasting no time with the decision to put Reichman on board for what will be the third walk of the game against her. Again, the first and the third times, this most recent intentional. She actually did take 4 pitches back in the 4th inning. Here's Burrell. That's going to get down for a base hit, and 1 run is going to score. So Tusky Valley narrows the gap a little bit as J.J. Wallace is able to cross home plate for the Trojans' first score of the day as a result of an RBI single from catcher Hallie Burrell, the number 4 hitter. She had struck out in her previous 2 plate appearances, but not here. And now Wheelersburg will take a timeout as Coach Teresa Ruby will walk out to the circle to talk with her infield. So that's going to bring up the number 5 hitter, center fielder, Callie Stutz. Runner on first. Going to be a runner on third as well, I do believe, when action resumes. So up until this 6th inning, Emmy Eaton had a no-hitter going, but 2 hits for Tusky Valley here in this inning. A double by J.J. Wallace after a flyout from Ella Wallach. And then just moments ago, the run-scoring single by catcher Hallie Burrell. So Callie Stutz, the center fielder, is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the first.
Center fielder, number 13, Callie Stutz.
Grounded out to what was a 3-4 putout when some runner interference was called back in the 4th inning, which was an interesting situation to say the least. First baseman came up, fielded the ball on the first base side and threw back to the second baseman, Lena Howard, who was covering the first base bag. So let's see what Stutz can come up with here. She'll square up for a bunt, and it is going to score another run. No play for Wheelersburg. Emmy Eaton took off to go to it, couldn't get there in time, and then Skeens was kind of caught up in between the pitcher Eaton and the first base bag, which Lena Howard was covering, but no play as a result of a beautiful bunt by Stutz. Another run scored for Tusky Valley, and all of a sudden, game on here in this Division V Regional Championship game from Ohio University in Athens, as the Trojans have narrowed the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates lead to 1 run. 3-2 is your new score.
Trojans down by 1 with runners at first.
So runners on first and second, still just 1 out in this inning. And here is a chopper to third. Mullins fields it over to Skeens at first in time for the out. Out number 2. That did advance the runners. As the runner on second goes to third, runner on first goes to second. 5-3 on the put out, but 2 are away, and that brings us to the number 7 hitter, Ava Beatty. That was Delaney Erickson, the designated player, hitting into that 5-3 fielder's choice just a moment ago. She's 0 for 3 today is Erickson, a strikeout, and she hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice in the 4th before the 5-3 fielder's choice just moments ago. And that brings up Beatty, the second baseman, the number 7 hitter. She's 0 for 2 today. She flew out to second and grounded out to the pitcher. With runners on second and third, a shot down the third base line, and boy, it's going to be foul, but that was close to what would have been at least a game-tying RBI single, if not scoring 2 to give Tusky Valley the lead. A critical moment here. Wheelersburg has been in a similar situation in this game back in the first inning, if you recall. Tusky Valley had runners on second and third, couldn't score anyone, but that story has not gone along that same script here in the top half of the 6th inning. Beatty awaits the 0-1 pitch from Eaton. It is high and outside, ball 1, count even, 1-1. Morgan Wright is due up for Tusky Valley if the Trojans are able to get her there. Wheelersburg is hoping they don't see her until the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ava Beatty. Tusky Valley having scored 2 runs in this inning thus far. This pitch swung upon and missed for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
This inning.
5 strikeouts for Emmy Eaton on the day, but she hasn't had one since the 4th inning. She would love to change that right here. The 1-2 pitch with runners on first and second and 2 outs, swung upon, a drive to right field. Drake is there. She makes the catch for out number 3, and 2 runs put on the scoreboard by Tusky Valley, but the Lady Pirates maintain the lead. 3-2 is where we stand, with the Bird coming to the plate in the bottom of the 6th. This is Division V Regional Championship Softball on WIOI.
Midford Telephone and TV. The local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Midford Telephone and TV. The local choice, the best choice.
The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home is located at 1417 Offnear Street in Portsmouth, right across the street from the historic Green Lawn Cemetery. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home has been in business for 93 years. Cremation and prearranged funerals are available. Owner Matt Hammer would be honored if you would remember to let his family cater to your family during your time of grief. The Melcher Hammer Funeral Home, 1417 Offnear Street, Portsmouth.
To the bottom of the sixth inning we go at Ohio University in Athens, where the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates cling to a 3-2 lead over the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans in this Division V Regional Championship game. The winner advances to the state tournament in Akron and will play next Saturday morning against Casstown Miami East. The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates due up is going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. That will be Mackenzie Mullins, Emmy Eaton, and Lauren Truitt. For Tuscarawas Valley in the top half of the sixth, 2 runs off of 3 hits, 2 runners left stranded. There had been no Tuscarawas Valley runs nor hits up until that last inning. Mackenzie Mullins 0 for 2 today, having grounded out to short and struck out. This pitch swung upon and hit toward the right field corner bullpen. Foul ball. Strike number 1, that will go to Mackenzie Mullins, the third baseman. She is a junior, but is already committed to play softball at the University of Charleston. This pitch, outside, ball 1, 1-1 the count. 2 Wheelersburg Lady Pirates have committed to take their talent softball-wise to the next level. Mullins being one of them. Ava Estep, the senior going to Maryland, is the other. A couple of Wheelersburg seniors are also going to play volleyball at Shawnee State University next fall. A lot of athletes on this team and in this program. Here's the pitch, swung upon and missed for strike number 2. Looked like an off-speed pitch there by Reichman, and Mullins was way out in front of it. 1-2 the count. (3-2) is the score. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. At least one more at bat for Tuscarawas Valley. This pitch, outside, a little high. Ball number 2, count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emmy Eaton is due up for the Bird. She has walked and struck out today. This pitch, low for ball number 3, count is full. Mullins backs away from the batter's box, takes a little half-practice swing, and now will get back into the box, dig in. Here's the payoff pitch from Reichman, swung upon and hit toward the first base dugout. Foul off the ricochet of the screen in front of the first base dugout. The ball is fielded off the hop there by the first baseman, J.J. Wallace. Dusty Salyers coaching first base for Wheelersburg, one of Coach Teresa Ruby's assistants. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Grounded to the second baseman, picked up and fielded over to first in time for out number 1. That'll go 4-3 on the putout. Playing second base for Tuscarawas Valley is Ava Beatty. She kind of had to wait on that slow roller to get to her, but she does field it clean and gets it over to Wallace in plenty of time. That'll bring up Emmy Eaton. Eaton had a no-hitter going in the circle up until the top half of this inning. As mentioned throughout the day, she has been good in the batter's box this postseason for Wheelersburg. This pitch, she'll take ball 1 outside. So far today, as mentioned, a walk and a strikeout. Here comes the 1-0 delivery from Reichman. Swung upon and hit out of play into foul territory beyond the first base side. A long strike, but Eaton making contact. I mentioned first base coach Dusty Salyers a few moments ago. He was the head coach of the Wheelersburg Little League softball team that won the Little League World Series back in 2018. Of course, all those young ladies have already graduated from the program, all in their early 20s now, if you can believe that. Some of them having graduated from college already, those that went for the 2-year degree. Boy, where does time go, right? This ball is fouled back to the screen beyond the first base side. So Eaton looking at a 1-2 count here. Here is the delivery from Reichman, and it is going to be high for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quite a battle here between the two pitchers. We've seen this a couple times in the game. Emmy Eaton worked the count to full back in the second inning before being walked and struck out on a 2-2 pitch back in the fourth. Here's the 2-2 pitch in the sixth. Swung upon strike number 3. An off-speed pitch there by Reichman, and 2 are away, bringing up the number 7 hitter for Wheelersburg. It's the left fielder Lauren Truitt, who is 0 for 2 today, having struck out in the second inning and grounded out to first base, with J.J. Wallace making an unassisted out in the fourth. She bats from the right side of the plate, awaiting the pitch from the right-handed Ohio State University-bound Reichman, a junior for Tusky Valley, and this pitch inside for ball 1. Truitt had a couple hits against Northwest in the district semifinal game and 2 hits on Thursday against Claymont in the regional semifinal victory. This pitch is high and outside for ball number 2. 2-0 the count. Don't think for a second that these batters in the bottom of the order for Wheelersburg can't deliver. We saw Maddie Jennings with a big single back in the 5th inning for the Berg. She's the number 9 hitter. Lauren Truitt and Libby Allen both have done good things this year, and here's a shot to right field, and this has got a chance to get down, and it will. This is going to be an extra base hit for Lauren Truitt. She's got herself a stand-up double here in the bottom of the 6th with the Lady Pirates up 3-2. So Wheelersburg not done just yet in this inning. That brings up the designated player, Libby Allen. She got on board back in the second inning as a result of an error on the Tusky Valley second baseman. She grounded out to the pitcher an inning ago. She bats from the right side. Only a freshman is Libby Allen. She is going to hit a chopper down the first base side, out of play, foul ball. 0-1 the count. So wouldn't it be nice to see Wheelersburg have a little 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 6th to add a little padding to the 1-run advantage that the Berg currently enjoys. 3-2 again is the score. Wheelersburg with 3 runs off of 5 hits today, no errors. Tusky Valley with 2 runs off of 3 hits and a couple of errors, one of which very costly, allowing for Ava Estep to score the Berg's first run. That was back in the 3rd inning. Those 2 Wheelersburg runs scored an inning ago in the 5th, though, both earned. Some big hits by the Berg in the 5th. One by Maddie Jennings, another by Ava Estep, Lena Howard. Can Libby Allen deliver here? She's going to get a piece of this pitch. Foul ball. 0-2 the count. Allen, number 8 hitter. Maddie Jennings is on deck if Wheelersburg has the opportunity to get her up to the plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Reichman. It is low inside, and boy, the ball nearly got past the Tusky Valley catcher, Hallie Burrell, but she was able to pick it up and quickly throw down to third baseman Ellie Wallach. For a moment there, it looked like Lauren Truitt on second. Thought about trying to get to third, but then she quickly got back to second safely. 1-2 is the count. That was a ball moments ago. Here comes the 1-2 delivery by Reichman. It is outside, just missing the corner. Ball number 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. No wind at the moment to speak of. Sun shining brightly. Very few clouds in the sky here in Athens. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Reichman. Actually, Reichman was conversing with her catcher there, not for sure what they were saying, but now Reichman will get into her windup, and here's a shot down the first base side, and boy, that one just missed, landing in fair territory. Ooh, that was close. But it goes as a long strike, a foul ball, actually, as the count will stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice job by the number 8 hitter from Wheelersburg, Libby Allen, battling hard here. A freshman not playing in the field today, just batting. Trying to contribute as much as she can. Here's a chopper up the center. That's going to be a base hit, and Wheelersburg will hold him up. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Maddie Jennings. What a big, big at-bat for freshman Libby Allen. She gets the single and then goes to second on the throw-in. Wheelersburg has been conservative at times with runners on third base as whether or not to send them or not. There was a miscommunication a little earlier in the game between one of the base runners and third base coach and head coach Teresa Ruby. Coach Ruby wanted her to go, and she opted not, and wound up not scoring in that particular sequence. But Wheelersburg with the 1-run lead plays it conservative here and holds up the runners instead of allowing for a play at the plate. With Maddie Jennings due up, that might be the wise choice. She has been solid today, 1 for 2 with that big single to left field an inning ago, which led to a couple runs eventually being scored. Can the number 9 hitter for the Lady Pirates extend this inning and extend the Berg lead? A hit should score a run, possibly 2. Maddie Jennings has been solid behind the plate today and all season. She is the starting catcher, a sophomore. Here's a grounder to second, over to first in time, and that is out number 3. Wallace, Pete Rose style there, spiking the ball down on the ground, showing a little fire and spunk. Score stays 3-2. The Lady Pirates leave 2 stranded, but Tusky Valley is down to its final at bat. Wheelersburg is 3 outs away from returning to the state tournament. We're back in 60 seconds to begin the 7th. This is High School Regional Tournament Softball on WIOI. Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday for buy one, get one 50% off bone-in wings. Enjoy your go-to wing flavors or try something new like our limited time flavors. Grab another wings lover in your life or enjoy them all yourself. We don't judge. Your new Tuesday ritual is here, and it's saucy. Ow! Head to the sports bar to get your wings on at participating locations. Not valid with other offers or discounts. See website or app for details. Kaylee Lohr is a senior soccer player from Valley who is in the criminal justice program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Kaylee, what do you like about the Scioto County CTC and your program?
The CTC gives you many different opportunities. You get to be an adult but also a student at the same time.
And what are your plans for after high school?
I plan on going to college and getting my bachelor's in criminal justice and then following through with law school afterwards.
Scioto County Career Technical Center.
The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates softball team has a 3-2 lead over the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans as we move to the top half of the 7th inning of this Division V Regional Championship game, coming to you live today from Ohio University in Athens. I'm Chuck Greenslate. The Lady Pirates are 3 outs away from returning to the state tournament. The Berg is the defending state champions of Division V and winners of 3 of the last 4 state championships. Tusky Valley down to its last at-bat, perhaps. Leading things off for the Trojans will be the number 8, number 9, and number 1 hitters. This is Morgan Wright, the left fielder. And she will swing away here at the off-speed pitch from Emmy Eaton, strike number 1. For Wheelersburg, in the bottom of the 6th, no runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left stranded. Wheelersburg has left 5 runners stranded today. Tusky Valley has left 6. Wheelersburg has out-hit the Trojans 6-3. 2 errors by Tusky Valley, none by Wheelersburg to this point. This off-speed pitch swung upon and missed for strike number 2. So Emmy Eaton quickly ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Wright is 0 for 2 today, having flown out to right field and to center field. She's made contact in each plate appearance thus far. This pitch will just miss outside for ball 1. 1-3 the count. The outfielders playing in the normal position, I would have to say. Not too deep, not too shallow. But center field and right field, I'm sure, are looking alive here. This pitch is high for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jalen Drake caught the fly ball off the bat of Morgan Wright in the 2nd. And Ava Estep, the center fielder, caught the fly ball off the bat of Morgan Wright in the 5th inning. Here is the 2-2 pitch. It's going to get down for a base hit over the head of the shortstop. Out in center field, the ball will roll to Ava Estep. She will pick it up and quickly throw it in. Runner safe at first. It looked like that Morgan Wright stumbled, perhaps while trying to round at first base. When I saw her, she was already on the ground, but she's up, she's good. She'll brush the dirt off, and she will stand at first base after that single to center. That will bring up the number 9 hitter, right fielder Emma Matthews, 0 for 2 today, having flown out to Lena Howard at second base and to Jalen Drake in right field. So she's made contact with Emmy Eaton's pitches today as well. Recall back in the 3rd inning, that line drive that second baseman Lena Howard caught. A beautiful play by her. This pitch will just miss for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Emma Matthews. Top of the order due up. Ellie Wallach is on deck. This pitch high. Ball number 2. 2-0 the count. Matthews working ahead of the count. Most would say the last thing you want to do is walk the number 9 hitter, but when you get to this level, 1 through 9 are all pretty good, really. You're not here in a regional final, the Elite 8, unless all your players can hit. This pitch is going to be fouled. It looked like Matthews was squaring up to try a bunt there, or just possibly held up at the last moment, giving it kind of an awkward look, but it'll be a foul ball called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. 3-2, Wheelersburg leads. Top of the 7th inning, 1-1 for Tusky Valley. That would be the game-tying run. Here is a bunt, and it hits off home plate, and the home plate umpire was immediately saying foul. Count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coach Teresa Ruby going to come out and get an explanation from the home plate umpire. What a job Coach Ruby has done in her 11 prior years here at Wheelersburg. 4 state championships in 11 seasons. Also a trip or 2 to the state tournament in which the Berg didn't win. And bear in mind, they didn't play the 2020 season due to COVID. And that team was loaded for bear, too. This pitch swung upon, fouled out of play. Coach Ruby has done nothing but win. Count will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. She was an unbelievable athlete in her day, by the way. Played for the Clay Panthers. Great softball and basketball player. Played some college basketball at my alma mater, Morehead State University. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A chopper to Mullins at third. She's going to go for the lead runner, and the force out at second. That'll go. Throw over to first. Safe there. But Wheelersburg gets 1 out. Getting the lead runner, Morgan Wright, at second base. Smart play by Mackenzie Mullins, the third baseman. That'll go 5-4 on the putout. And then Howard quickly turned and tried to get the ball over to Skeens at first base, thinking a double play, but not in time there. So 5-4 fielder's choice is how it will be scored, and that brings Tusky Valley to the top of the order with third baseman Ella Wallach stepping into the batter's box, but we have got a timeout beforehand. Actually, it looks like this is a little bit of a field prep issue, as during that play over at second base, the bag popped out of the ground, so they're getting that restored and reapplied and fixed. The umpire's checking it out to make sure everybody is good and everything is good there. And while this is transpiring, the Wheelersburg infielders have huddled up around Emmy Eaton in the pitcher's circle just to talk things over. And also the first base coach for Tusky Valley has taken this opportunity to come over and speak with the next Trojan batter, Ellie Wallach, the third baseman, who's getting set to dig into the batter's box. She is 0 for 2 today with a walk. She flew out to third base and flew out to second. So she has made some contact in the game thus far. Winning run at first base, or excuse me, tying run at first base, the go-ahead run at the plate. Wheelersburg leads 3-2. If Tusky Valley could rally to even up the score or even take the lead, Wheelersburg would have the final at bat, being the home team today. But the Lady Pirates are hoping it doesn't come to that. First pitch finds the mark for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Matthews over on first. Here's the pitch from Eaton, swung upon, and Missed for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. Got a piece of that one, I believe, did Wallach, sending it over the head of the catcher and home plate umpire. So not a pass ball. That's why Matthews didn't run down to second. So it was a foul ball, but a strike nevertheless, and 0-2 is the count. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. Wheelersburg leads 3-2. This pitch swung upon, driven to left field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. And runners are safe on first and second. First base hit of the day for Ella Wallach. And boy, it couldn't have come at a more crucial time. For a moment, the Wheelersburg left fielder Lauren Truitt thought about charging that fly ball and trying to make a play, and then wisely pumped the brakes and waited to field it off the bounce. Had she gone for it and dove and laid out and missed it and it rolled to the wall, then Tusky Valley might have a one-run lead at this moment. But as it is, Wheelersburg holding on to a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 7th inning with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Here is a pop-up by J.J. Wallace, shallow, caught by the shortstop, Miley Jo Gleam, and with that, Wheelersburg is 1 out away from a win here today. That brings up Brennan Reichman, and she will be intentionally walked for the 3rd time today, her 4th base on balls in total. She's a good hitter, battling nearly 500. Wheelersburg is not going to mess around with that. And the bases are loaded with the number 4 hitter, catcher Hallie Burrell, coming to the plate. Burrell 1 for 3 today. She struck out in the 1st, struck out in the 4th, had a base hit single to right field last time up, so she's capable. Burrell on the season, batting .316. She has logged 19 RBI so far this season. A hit here, and she'll have a couple more. Can Wheelersburg prevent just that? Here is a ball fouled back to the screen on the right side. Strike number 1. High drama here in the top half of the 7th inning. Again, if things would go awry for Wheelersburg, the Lady Pirates still would have an at-bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. But if the Berg can come away with this 3rd and final out without allowing a run scored, it's game over, and it's a regional championship again for the Lady Pirates. Bases loaded. The number 4 hitter digging into the batter's box. 2 are away. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and it is going to miss for ball number 1. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Notre Dame and Conotton Valley will meet in the Division 7 regional final. That's scheduled to begin at 2:30. We'll have that for you on 92.1 FM WIOI. You'll be able to watch it as well on the Total Media Sports YouTube stream. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Emmy Eaton. This ball is going to get down for a base hit. A run will score. We're tied at 3. The ball is quickly thrown in before the go-ahead run can score. Great job out there in right field by Wheelersburg's Jalen Drake to hustle up, field that ball, and get it in before the go-ahead run can score. But it is, actually, I beg your pardon, 2 runs did score. 2 runs did score. The runner on second did cross home plate. Sorry there, official score. 2 runs score, and Tusky Valley has taken a 4-3 lead. A 2 RBI single for Hallie Burrell. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs, and that brings up Callie Stutz, the center fielder. Second hit of the day for Burrell. After striking out in her first 2 plate appearances, she's logged singles in each of the last. And here is a pop-up to shortstop Miley Jo Gleam, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning, logged as an F6. But damage certainly done by Tusky Valley. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left stranded, no Wheelersburg errors, but Tusky Valley has fought back to take a 4-3 lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Wheelersburg has got to come up with a run to extend the game. 2 runs would win it. If the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates do not score, it's game over, and Tusky Valley goes to state. High drama here at OU today. This is High School Regional Tournament Softball on WIOI.
Town Steakhouses, the Scioto River is legendary. If ribeyes and New York strips don't satisfy your taste buds, then try their mouth-watering hickory smoked chicken or delicious country-style ribs. You can come in and dine inside. Try their newly expanded four-season dining porch. Or call ahead for curbside to carry out and take home at 740-353-9329. The Scioto River, 1026 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, Ohio.
At Clark's Pump and Shop, you'll find fantastic food, hot coffee, cold beverages, and drive-through convenience. Pay at the pump, always clean and courteous.
Thank you.
Download the Clark's app to get signed up for the Clark's Loyalty Rewards program. Earn points with every purchase to redeem cents off gas or free products within the store. Visit the Clark's Pump and Shop nearest you, with locations in Scioto, Pike, Lawrence, Jackson, Greenup, Lewis, and Boyd counties. Look for Clark's Marathon and Arco stations. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
4-3, Tusky Valley leads Wheelersburg as we get set for the bottom of the seventh inning, officially for Tusky Valley in the top half of the seventh. 2 runs off of 3 hits, 2 runners left stranded, no Wheelersburg errors. Due up for the Lady Pirates. We are going to the top of the order. Ava Estep, the center fielder, will lead things off. She is 3 for 3 today. You could not ask for a better situation for Wheelersburg as far as needing a rally here in the bottom of the seventh, trailing by a run. Ava Estep, Lena Howard, and Miley Jo Gleam will be due up. Ava Estep, the center fielder, one of the 5 seniors on this roster, is going to have herself her 4th base hit of the day as she hits a grounder, let me rephrase it that way, hits a grounder out to right field, and she's able to easily beat the throw from the right fielder to the first baseman. 4 hits for Ava Estep. She's on board, and that brings up Lena Howard, the second baseman. Howard with a big 2 RBI single back in the 5th inning. She is also one who hit a sac bunt, had a sac bunt back in the first to advance the runner. She squared up for a bunt here, thinking the same thing, and then pulled back wisely. It's ball 1. 1-0 the count. Miley Jo Gleam on deck. So the tying run is Ava Estep. The winning run is Lena Howard. She'll square up to try a bunt again, and I believe she did make contact with it, but it'll be a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Lena Howard. She is a sophomore. The starting second baseman squares up the bunt again. And this one hits her bat, but then rolls back to the catcher. That'll be strike number 2 after the foul. 1-2 the count. Bottom of the 7th, 4-3 is the score. Tusky Valley has rallied to take the lead over Wheelersburg. Tusky Valley with 4 runs off of 6 hits, 2 errors on the Trojans. Wheelersburg has out-hit Tusky Valley 7-6. But Wheelersburg, although a hit ahead, is a run behind. No errors for the Lady Pirates. Here's the pitch. It is high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Lena Howard. Ava Estep, typically a very aggressive base runner. Keep that in mind if the ball is put in play by Lena Howard or any of the upcoming Lady Pirate batters. Wheelersburg 20-5 entering this game. Tusky Valley 24-4. This pitch is high for a ball. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lena Howard steps way out of the batter's box, goes almost all the way over to the dugout, now digs in and awaits the pitch from Brennan Reichman. This pitch, a check swing, a check over to first base, and he says that you went. Strikeout, out number 1. And that will bring up Miley Jo Gleam with Ava Estep on at first base. The Berg has to score 1 run to extend the game as Tusky Valley leads 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Miley Jo Gleam is the shortstop for Wheelersburg. She's 0 for 3 today. She struck out in the first, grounded out in the third to third base, and then struck out in the 5th. This pitch, a chopper to short. It's going to get past her. Ava Estep is going to hustle around second. We talked about her aggressive base running. She will slide safely into third, and then the pass gets off target. Ava Estep's going to go for home, and she gets by safely. She is safe, and we are tied 4-4. Oh, my goodness. What a play right there. Wow. Ava Estep went for third and got it easily, and then on the throw over to third, the ball got loose from Tusky Valley. She rolled the dice and went for home plate, and it looked like the Trojans had her dead for rights, but the tag evidently missed at home plate. Estep able to slide underneath it. Now there will be a conference along the third base line with all 4 umpires involved. They break it up. The score is going to stay, and we are all dead even at 4 in this regional championship game. It started with an E6 on the chopper to shortstop. It got by the Tusky Valley shortstop and rolled into left field. Miley Jo Gleam, when it's all said and done with, after Ava Estep scores, she is safe at second, is Miley Jo Gleam, and that's going to bring up Jalen Drake. Well, either Wheelersburg is going to win it here in the bottom of the 7th, or we're going to go on to the 8th. What a ball game here in this D5 regional final. Jalen Drake, the right fielder, 0 for 3 today. Couple strikeouts and a fly out to the pitcher. A line drive right back to Reichman, which was in the 5th inning. She will now settle in and will take ball number 1. Again, going back to that aggressive base running by Ava Estep. She will take some serious chances, and more often than not, they pay off. 4-4 the score. Here's the pitch. It is going to catch the outside corner. No, it's not. Ball number 2. 2-0 the count. Ava Estep has scored 2 runs as a result of throwing errors in this game here today. And that is just a senior who knows the game. Her dad, Michael Estep, former varsity baseball coach at Wheelersburg. He guided the Pirates baseball team to a couple state championships back in his day. She is bound for the University of Maryland. She is a fun base runner to watch. 2-1 is the count after a foul ball moments ago. Here's a shot to right field, and it is going to be caught. Runner tags and will advance to third. And Tusky Valley is able to get the ball into the infield to Reichman, but with 2 outs, the winning run now stands on third base. Miley Jo Gleam, the senior, standing on third base, hoping that junior third baseman Mackenzie Mullins can knock her home and send Wheelersburg on a return trip to Akron to compete in the state's Final Four. Winner plays Miami East at Akron's Firestone Stadium next Saturday morning. Here's the pitch, and it is going to miss for ball number 1. 1-0 the count to Mullins. Mullins has had some really good postseason games. A 3-run triple and a solo home run against Northwest in the district semifinal. 2 hits, including a triple against Claymont here a couple days ago. Here's a shot to center, and it will not get down. It is caught out there in center field by Tusky Valley's Callie Stutz. And that will do it for the 7th inning, but Wheelersburg in a clutch and high-pressure situation manages to rally with 1 run to even up the game at 4, and we've got extra baseball at no extra charge. To the 8th inning we go. Tusky Valley 4, Wheelersburg 4, winner to the Final Four. This is high school softball on WIOI.
Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little's Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little's Septic Service.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates and the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans are all tied at 4 as we head to an extra inning. Moving on to the top half of the 8th with the Trojans coming to the plate. The stat line for Wheelersburg in the bottom of the 7th, ones across the board, 1 run off of 1 hit, 1 runner left stranded, 1 error committed by Tuscarawas Valley. The Trojans have their 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up. Delaney Erickson will lead things off as the wind kicks up here at Ohio University in Athens. Here's the pitch from Emmy Eaton. She has been in the circle for the Berg from the onset, and she will fire strike number 1 here to Erickson, the designated player. Erickson is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout back in the 2nd, grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice in the 4th and a 5-3 fielder's choice in the 6th. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It is high and outside. Ball number 1. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. What a 7th inning between these two. Tuscarawas Valley down 3-2 going into the top half of the 7th inning. Rallies with 2 runs to take a 4-3 lead. And then Wheelersburg in the bottom of the 7th, a do-or-die situation. The Lady Pirates rally with a game-tying score to even things up at 4 and force some extra softball here today. Here's a shot. It will wind up in foul territory beyond the first base dugout. A long foul will result in strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Delaney Erickson, who enters this game batting .357, 15 hits on the year, 8 RBI. Here's the pitch, a chopper to Eaton. She comes up, misplays it. It gets by her. The ball rolls back to Maddie Jennings, the catcher, behind home plate. And the go-ahead run now stands on first base. That will be the first Lady Pirate error of the day. So that will bring up the number 7 hitter. Second baseman Ava Beatty. She is 0 for 3 today, having flown out to second, grounded out to the pitcher, and flown out to right field. Emmy Eaton getting a lot of encouragement from the stands. You hear the phrase, "Let's go, Emmy," coming from many different people here sporting orange and black to support the 4-time state champion Lady Pirates. Here's a foul back, and boy, that caught just the top of the screen. Had it not, that might have been coming back in our laps here in the press area. Foul ball, strike number 1 to Beatty. Delaney Erickson standing on first base. 0-1 the count. Emmy Eaton taking her time in the circle. Beatty taking her sweet time getting into the batter's box. She's going to square up for a bunt, and she'll get the bat on the ball, but it will trickle back foul, and that is strike number 2. So Eaton quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. With the score tied, we are going to have a full inning of play here in the 8th as Wheelersburg will have its at-bat in the bottom of this inning. 4-4 is the score. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swung upon and missed for strike number 3. Out number 1 here in the top half of the 8th.
Number 5, Morgan Wright.
That is 6 strikeouts on the day for Emmy Eaton as I count them up, and that brings up the left fielder Morgan Wright. 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. Swung upon. It is a high pop-up. Ava Estep is hustling to make a great catch. The center fielder comes up on the dirt and makes the catch. Second baseman Lena Howard immediately taps her chest and says, "My bad," and then she does that again. She had misplayed the ball, had retreated too far back onto the grass, slipped. Estep realized that she had gone down to the ground, hustles on in, showing that speed that we saw with some great base running earlier in the game. She makes the catch for out number 2. It'll go as an F8, but that ball was caught around the second base bag by the Berg center fielder. Runner stays at first base through all that, and that brings up the number 9 hitter, Emma Matthews. She'll swing away at this first pitch for strike number 1. Top of the 8th inning, 4-all is the score. Tuscarawas Valley and Wheelersburg battling in this Division 5 regional final at OU in Athens. Tuscarawas Valley at the plate with the number 9 hitter, right fielder Emma Matthews, in the batter's box. Here's the pitch, swung upon, and this one's going to drift into foul territory, and Jalen Drake tried to get to it but couldn't quite make it. It's going to go as a long strike, making the count 0-2. Boy, what a great game today. Both of these teams are going at it. 44 wins between them this year. 24-4 is Tusky Valley. 20-5 is Wheelersburg. The winner of this one moves on to the Final Four and will play next Saturday morning at Akron's Firestone Stadium against Miami East. In the windup is Eaton. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung upon and missed. Strike number 3, strikeout number 7, and that does it for Tusky Valley in the top half of the 8th. If Wheelersburg can score in the bottom half of the inning, it's game over. Otherwise, we play on through 7.5 innings of play in this regional championship game. Wheelersburg 4, Tusky Valley 4. Lady Pirates coming to the plate. This is high school softball on WIOI.
Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice. Your internet experts with fiber fast efficiency. Generations of exceptional service. Stay connected with a legacy. Online at falcon1.net. Wheelersburg Telephone and TV, the local choice, the best choice.
Nathaniel Long is a junior in esports at Valley High School who is in the cybersecurity program at the Scioto County Career Technical Center. Nathaniel, what do you like about the Scioto County CTC in your program?
It's pretty cool. It's interesting. I'll never expect the future to go the way as it is right now.
And what are your plans for after high school?
Do like cybersecurity stuff.
The Scioto County CTC, a proven past for building a better future.
Scioto County Career Technical Center.
The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates and the Tusky Valley Trojans are all even at 4 in the bottom of the 8th inning of this Division V Regional Championship game on the campus of Ohio University in Athens. I'm Chuck Greenslate. What an outstanding contest today. Due up for the Lady Pirates will be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. That's Emmy Eaton, Lauren Truitt, and Libby Allen. Eaton, the pitcher, is going to lead things off as her and Reichman lock horns. Emmy Eaton 0 for 2 today. She walked back in the second and struck out in her last 2 plate appearances in the 4th and 6th innings. And these two have battled every time they have gone against each other. This first pitch misses the mark for ball number 1. For Tusky Valley in the top of the 8th, no runs, no hits, 1 runner left, stranded, 1 error committed by the Lady Pirates. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Eaton. It is inside for ball number 2. 2-0 the count. Winner of this one will play Casstown Miami East next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. in Akron in a state semifinal, a Final Four game. Emmy Eaton has been so good pitching and batting in this postseason for Wheelersburg and really all year. This pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Eaton watches that one go by, leaves the bat on her shoulder. 2-1 is the count. 2 singles and a triple for Eaton in the Northwest win in the district semifinal game. 2 singles, a double, and a sac fly against Claymont here on Thursday. She's going to foul this one out of play beyond the first base side. And that evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Her sister, Macy Eaton, holds the single season record, I should say, at the University of Virginia for the most RBI in a single season for the Cavaliers. Was recently named an All-American. I'm sure when a lot of people think of Emmy, they think of her older sister, Macy. That's the side effect of having an older sibling who was very, very good. I know all about that myself. But Emmy Eaton has carved out her own career, and she's not done yet. Just a junior. 3-2 count, payoff pitch outside. Ball number 4. Emmy Eaton looks over at the Berg dugout basically to say, let's go. Boy, what a competitive spirit we have seen every time pitcher Emmy Eaton has come to bat against Tusky Valley's outstanding pitcher, Brennan Reichman. They faced off 4 times today. Twice Eaton has walked and twice Reichman has struck her out. So the winning run is now on first base as Emmy Eaton leads things off with a base on balls, and that brings up the left fielder, Lauren Truitt. She had a double a couple innings ago in her last at-bat. She's capable of getting a big hit. That went to right field. She's going to square up for a bunt here. She gets it down, and the play at first will result in an out, but Truitt does her job and advances the runner. It goes as a 1-3 sack bunt. Beautiful bunt there by Truitt. I thought for a moment it hit the plate, but it got out just in front of it, and that advances Emmy Eaton to second base, and notice Eaton, the pitcher, could have a courtesy runner come in, but she's staying out there and running. And that brings up Libby Allen, designated player. Libby Allen will take ball number 1. 1-0 the count. Maddie Jennings, the catcher, is due up. Libby Allen, just a freshman. Awaiting the pitch, and it is going to miss for ball number 2. 2-0 the count. So far for Allen today, 1 for 1 with the single to center field back in the 6th inning. She grounded out to the pitcher in the 5th. She got on board as a result of a second base error in the 2nd inning. Here's a grounder to the second baseman. This is going to be misplayed, and got her at first. Man, that was close. I thought we were going to see another issue there by the Tusky Valley second baseman, but after bobbling the ball, she was able to pick it up and get it over to first base in time for the 4-3 put out, and with that, there are 2 outs. That did advance Emmy Eaton over to third base. So the winning run stands on third. This is a deja vu sequence from the last inning when Wheelersburg left a runner stranded on third. Bringing up Maddie Jennings, who is 1 for 3 today. She singled to left field back earlier in the game. She's going to hit a grounder to short here, over to first in time, despite a fantastic effort by Jennings, who laid out head first, sliding to try to get to first base to beat out the throw, which would have enabled the winning run, Emmy Eaton, to have scored from third base, but it goes as a 6-3 putout on the clean play by Tusky Valley shortstop Aaliyah Orvisky. She gets it over in time to first baseman J.J. Wallace, and as I said, despite the great effort by Maddie Jennings, that will be out number 3, and we will move on to the 9th. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left stranded, no errors committed by Tusky Valley. Score stays at 4-4. We're back in 60 seconds to begin the 8th inning. This is high school regional tournament softball on WIOI. Parsley family for years, so has pride in the Wheelersburg community.
I'm Drew Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2011. Best of luck to the Pirates.
I'm Cam Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2014. Stay humble, stay hungry, and go Bird.
I'm Nick Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2018, and a member of the 2017 state champion Pirates football team. Go Bird.
Hi, I'm Bruce Parsley, class of 1982. Go Pirates!
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
Well, I must say, as you sit here today at the softball field at Ohio University in Athens, listening to the Wheelersburg faithful shake their birdseed-filled milk jugs to the tune of Ozzy Osbourne singing Crazy Train on this gorgeous day, that's a pretty cool atmosphere, no doubt about it. What a pretty cool game we've witnessed here today in this Division 5 regional championship game. All tied at 4 are Wheelersburg and Tusky Valley. The Trojans coming to the plate in the top half of the 9th inning. Top of the order for the Trojans. Leadoff hitter Ellie Wallach is going to get things started. And what a play by Mullins at third base, over to first, in time, got her. Wow, man, oh man, I thought that was going to get by Mullins. It was a line drive shot right on the ground to her left, and she made the quick adjustment to race over toward shortstop. The third baseman and junior and University of Charleston bound Mackenzie Mullins scoops it up, and then in one motion tosses over to freshman Laney Skeens at first, who had a great stretch for the play and the out at first. Wow, great way to start this inning for the Bird. 5-3 on the putout. Brings up J.J. Wallace here as a lofted shot to Drake in right field, and she is going to make the catch for out number 2. 2 pitches by Emmy Eaton here in the top of the 9th inning, and 2 are away. Drake was hustling up toward first base, And I thought for a moment she had raced up a little too far. She slammed on the brakes and kind of caught the ball high over her head, but she makes the catch for the second out. That goes as F9. And for the fourth time today, Brennan Reichman is going to be intentionally walked. That's the fifth time in total that she has taken a base on balls, but Wheelersburg has only pitched to her once. Again, she enters this game. Reichman does, not only being the top pitcher for the Trojans with an ERA of .22, she's the top hitter with a batting average of 4.89, and Wheelersburg's not going to give her an opportunity. Burrell has hurt the Lady Pirates today, and she does again. She lost one to right field, gets over the head of Drake. Here's a play at the plate, perhaps no throw, and with that, Tusky Valley takes the lead. Well, I know that Wheelersburg didn't want to deal with Brennan Reichman and hasn't wanted to most of this game, but Hallie Burrell, the catcher, has been a thorn in the side. She now has her third hit and third RBI of the day as she sends one over the head of right fielder Jalen Drake. It rolls to the wall, and that enables Reichman to go all the way from first and make her way all the way around to home plate to score the go-ahead run, making it 5-4 in favor of Tusky Valley. So Wheelersburg finds itself on the trailing end of a score again. Down by a run again. And that brings up Callie Stutz. There was a single by Burrell on the hit. And then got the second on the throw. Stutz will take ball one. I believe that's how that scored, or did Stutz wind up with a double on that one? Did you give the last batter a double or a single? Not going to talk to me. Double. Too many people talking to the official score at the same time, including myself. Double by Stutz. A double by Burrell, excuse me. Stutz is at the plate right now, and she is looking at a 1-1 pitch from Emmy Eaton, and she'll foul this one back. That'll be strike number 2, making the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. So after getting the first 2 batters out here in the top of the ninth off of 2 pitches, Wallach grounded out to Mullins at third. Wallace flew out to Drake out in right field. An intentional walk of Reichman, and then a double which scored Reichman by Hallie Burrell, and that brings up Stutz. This pitch misses for ball number 2, 2-2 the count. That pitch way high, and that was a really nice job by the Wheelersburg catcher, Maddie Jennings, to not let that get over her head to allow the runner on second, Hallie Burrell, to motor down to third. Last thing Wheelersburg wants to do is get any further behind than the 1 run, which the Lady Pirates currently trail by. This pitch misses. It is ball number 3. Count is full. Here's the payoff. And it is inside for a ball. Jennings can't find the ball. It got by her. And she finally does retreat back toward the backstop to pick the ball up, but not before the runner is able to get from second to third. So runners on the corners for Tusky Valley. Callie Stutz walked. She is down at first base. Hallie Burrell is on third, and that brings up the number 6 hitter, the designated player, Delaney Erickson, who is 0 for 3 today. She did reach as a result of an error in the last inning. 5-4 is the score. Tusky Valley leads in the top of the ninth. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike number 1. Erickson on the season batting .357. She awaits the 0-1 delivery from Eaton, and it will be fouled back against the screen to the right side of the plate. Strike number 2, 0-2 the count. Erickson on the season with 8 RBI, 15 hits, 10 runs scored herself. She's had 4 extra base hits, 3 doubles and a triple, and this pitch just misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Eaton, the pitcher, a junior for Wheelersburg. Erickson in the batter's box, a senior, awaiting the 1-2 pitch. And it's going to be low for a ball. Quick throw by Jennings down to third. Runner back in time safely. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. The runner on first has since moved over to second. That's almost a give me when you have runners on the corners. If you throw down to second, trying to get that runner stealing, the one on third is going to go home. Here's a grounder, stopped by the second baseman. Play thrown home, now over to third, and everybody's safe. Another run scored. It is 6-4. The second baseman, Lena Howard, was able to stop it, but couldn't get up off the ground in order to get the ball over to first base in time. I'm checking the scoreboard to see the official scoring. It looks like Erickson is going to be given a hit, which I see because that was a line drive shot. Howard did a nice job just stopping it. So an RBI single for Erickson, and that brings up Ava Beatty with runners on first and third. That was the first hit of the day for Erickson. Beatty is 0 for 4 today. She's the second baseman. And she will take strike number 1. 0-1 the count. So Wheelersburg in a 2-run hole right now. The Lady Pirates, being the home team, will have their at-bat in the bottom of the ninth. But boy, the Berg has its work cut out in front of it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. High and away for ball number 1, making the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Morgan Wright is on deck for Tusky Valley, and this inning started off with so much promise for Wheelersburg, getting the first 2 batters out in 2 pitches. And that was the number 1 and the number 2 hitter. But the middle part of the lineup for Tusky Valley has stepped up. Here is a deep shot to left field. This is way back and caught just in front of the warning track by Wheelersburg left fielder Lauren Truitt for the 3rd out. But a lot of damage done by Tusky Valley here in the top half of the ninth as the Trojans put up 2 runs and lead 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. This is Division 5 Regional Championship Softball on WIOI.
At Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, where you'll find a full line of landscaping products such as decorative brick chips, landscaping block, brick pavers, retaining wall block, concrete landscaping edging, gravel, sand, and much more. Portsmouth Block sells to the public as well as to contractors. Create the fire pit, patio, wall, or water fountain you've dreamed of. Everything you need for the ultimate landscaping look is at Portsmouth Block, 2700 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hawk, the owner of Real Estate Gallery. I'm inviting you to contact any of our professional realtors for all of your real estate needs, or visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
Real Estate Gallery, we'll be there every step of the way. Real Estate Gallery.
Visit our website at realestategallery.com. Real Estate Gallery Incorporated, Portsmouth and Wheelersburg.
6-4, Tusky Valley leads the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates as we move to the bottom of the ninth for the Trojans in the top half of the ninth. 2 runs off of 2 hits, 2 runners left stranded, no Wheelersburg errors. The Lady Pirates are at the top of the order with leadoff Ava Estep, who is 4 for 4 today, getting things started here, and she will swing away and miss strike number 1. Well, if Wheelersburg had to pick where it wanted to be and what batters it wanted to have coming up, staring at a 2-run deficit in the bottom of the ninth, this would be it. Top of the order. Here's a shot to center field. It's going to be down for base hit number 5 today for the University of Maryland-bound Ava Estep. Wow, what a day she has had. 5 for 5 with 5 singles and a couple great plays in the field as well from center field. That brings up Lena Howard, the second baseman. She's had a single today, a sac bunt. She's very capable of doing good things at the plate. We have seen that throughout this postseason. Her best postseason game, a 3 for 4 day against Wellston. Here is a grounder. It's going to get past the shortstop, and everybody's going to be safe. Berg has runners on first and second. Winning run coming to the plate. Great start for Wheelersburg. Looking to see if that was
called a hit or an error. Error. E6 is how that will be ruled. So runners on first and second with Miley Jo Gleam, the shortstop for Wheelersburg, getting set to step into the batter's box. She is the number 3 hitter so far today. 0 for 3, although she got on as a result of an error 2 innings ago. She struck out in the first, grounded out the third in the third inning, and struck out in the fifth before arriving as a result of an E6 safely on board at first base back in the 7th inning. She is a right-handed hitter. Here's the delivery from Reichman. It is swung upon, and that is going to be caught out in center field, and the Berg runners are able to tag up and get back safely to the respective bases. Ava Estep will stay on second. Lauren Howard will stay on first. That will be scored as an F8, as making the catch out in center field for Tusky Valley was Callie Stutz. That brings up the right fielder, Jalen Drake, looking for her first hit of the day. This pitch low for ball 1. Well, throughout the afternoon, I have mentioned the aggressive base running of Ava Estep. You know, if the ball was put in play here, if an opportunity presents itself, she's going to push the envelope. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Inside for ball number 2. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Wheelersburg trailing by 2 runs. 6-4 is the score. Tusky Valley 2 outs away from heading to the state tournament next weekend in Akron. Wheelersburg had a 3-2 lead going into the top of the 7th. Tusky Valley rallied to take a 4-3 lead. Then the Berg battled back to tie the game in the bottom of the 7th and force extra softball. Tusky Valley, after nobody scored in the 8th, put up 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning. And a pass ball here is going to allow the Wheelersburg base runners to advance as Ava Estep goes from second to third and Lena Howard goes from first to second. And now another timeout taken by Tusky Valley as the coach will come out and talk with his troops in the circle. 3 balls, no strikes is the count to Jalen Drake. Tying run for the Berg on second. The winning run is Jalen Drake. There is 1 out. Wouldn't it be something to see the Lady Pirates win this thing and come from behind walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 9th? That's right, I said bottom of the 9th. High school softball and baseball go 7 innings typically, unless there's a tie score, and that's what we've had over the last couple of innings, forcing extra softball here today. Don't forget Notre Dame will take on Conotton Valley in the D7 regional final coming up a little bit later here at OU in Athens. We'll have that for you as well. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. The 3-0 pitch is usually in the strike zone, but that's a tough one to swing at, especially in a situation like this with runners on on second and third. Here's the 3-1 delivery, a shot toward right field, and it's going to get over the head of the right fielder. Ava Estep is going to score. Rounding third and heading home to tie the game is Lena Howard, and we are all even at 6. Whoa, what a ball game. My. The music of the Wheelersburg Milk Jugs tells the story better than any words I could ever deliver. What a game. 6-all after the 2-run double, courtesy of right fielder Jalen Drake, her first hit of the day. She was 0 for 4 prior to that knock, and that brings up the number 5 hitter, Mackenzie Mullins. Winning run on second base. Can Mackenzie Mullins drive Jalen Drake home to send Wheelersburg back to home away from home, Firestone Stadium in Akron, where the Berg has won 3 of the last 4 state championships and 4 state titles in the illustrious career of head coach Teresa Ruby, now in her 12th season at the helm. First pitch misses the mark for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. This one outside for ball number 2. 2-0 the count. Emmy Eaton is on deck.
Mackenzie Mullins has made some great plays at third base today. Just a junior. She's already committed to the University of Charleston. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. A shot to center field, and it is going to get down, and this should score the winning run. Rounding third and heading for home is going to be Wheelersburg's Jalen Drake, and the Lady Pirates are heading back to Akron.
Final score. What a great game. In a 9-inning regional championship game. The Wheelersburg Pirates 7, the Tuscarawas Valley Trojans 6. Incredible.
If you wear a pacemaker, your battery needs changed after that one. What a game. Holy moly. The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates rally from a 2-run deficit in the bottom of the ninth and somehow, some way, find a way to get the victory here today. 7-6 final score. My goodness. Incredible. Mackenzie Mullins with the walk-off single to left center field, scoring Jalen Drake for the winning run. Amazing. Wheelersburg trailed by a run going into the bottom of the seventh. Had to have it to extend the game and got it done. Tied things up at 4 at the time. After a scoreless eighth inning, fell behind by 2 runs in the top of the ninth to the bottom of the ninth, down by 2, had to have them. And figured out a way to get it done, +1. Again, the final score is 7-6. Let's take a timeout, 4 minutes in length. We'll be back to recap some of the many highlights of this game, and then we'll turn the page and get you set for the Notre Dame Lady Titans regional final against Conotton Valley, which will be coming up shortly. It was originally scheduled for 2:30. Hey, that's not going to happen unless you've got Doc Brown and a DeLorean in your driveway ready to go back in time, because it's already 2:42 because of the length of this game. But the trophy and medal presentation is going to take place out in the middle of the infield at the circle. Wheelersburg will be recognized as regional champs. Tusky Valley, which put forth an incredible effort today, will obviously be recognized as regional runners-up. Just great, great play here today on both sides. And then we'll have some game prep, field prep, and teams will take infield in anticipation for game number 2. You'll be able to hear it with our continuous coverage on 92.1 FM WIOI. You'll be able to watch it on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. We're back in 4 minutes from Ohio University in Athens, where the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates have captured another regional title in epic fashion today, defeating Tusky Valley 7-6 in 9 innings. This is high school softball on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Offers the top brands: Chevrolet, GMC, Honda, Toyota, Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Glockner has an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Ask about the Glockner Guarantee. 12-month, 12,000-mile new vehicle premier coverage and 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage included on qualifying used makes and models. Shop online at Glockner.com. At Glockner, we make it easy. Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable oxygen, hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical.
Harris Floor Covering, located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floors, industrial floors, carpet, acoustic ceiling, underlayment, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 or 740-352-9212. Harris Floor Covering, proud supporters of the youth of the area.
Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, Email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck. Since 1964, Little Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little Septic Service.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
When it comes to small-town steakhouses, the Scioto River is legendary. If ribeyes and New York strips don't satisfy your taste buds, then try their mouth-watering hickory smoked chicken or delicious country-style ribs. You can come in and dine inside. Try their newly expanded four-season dining porch. Or call ahead for curbside to carry out and take home at 740-353-9329. The Scioto River, 1026 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, Ohio.
Just as the Wheelersburg McDonald's has been in the Parsley family for years, so has pride in the Wheelersburg community.
I'm Drew Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2011. Best of luck to the Pirates.
I'm Cam Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2014. Stay humble, stay hungry, and go Bird.
I'm Nick Parsley, Wheelersburg class of 2018, and a member of the 2017 state champion Pirates football team. Go Bird.
Hi, I'm Bruce Parsley, class of 1982. Go Pirates!
The Wheelersburg Pirates win in a tremendous fashion here today at Ohio University in Athens, topping a very, very good Tuscarawas Valley Trojans team, 7-6 in a contest which took 9 innings to decide. Wheelersburg wins it in walk-off fashion, courtesy of an RBI single from junior Mackenzie Mullins, which drove in senior Jalen Drake to wrap things up. For Wheelersburg on the day, 7 runs off of 9 hits, 9 runners left stranded, 1 error. For Tuscarawas Valley, 6 runs off of 8 hits, 10 runners left stranded, and 4 errors. Those 4 errors certainly costly for the Trojans. Wheelersburg playing come-from-behind softball on 2 distinctively separate occasions. The Lady Pirates were down by a run going into the bottom of the 7th, fought back to tie it up, down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th, and score 3 to get the win, I should say. A shout-out to all of the members of the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates roster. Let's mention all the young ladies in uniform today. Lainey Skeens, she's a freshman. Maddie Jennings, sophomore. Lauren Truitt, a sophomore. Ava Estep, a senior. What a day she had today. 5 hits. We'll talk about that more here in a moment. Miley Jo Gleam, another senior on this roster. Mackenzie Mullins getting the game-winning RBI. Alexis Jackson, a freshman. Jalen Drake, a senior, scoring the winning run. Sophomore, Aylin Morrow. Rylan Butcher, a freshman. She didn't see action today, but she has pitched a lot for Wheelersburg throughout the course of the season, and she's going to be a key cog of this program over the next 3 years, no doubt, and she could be a big factor in the state tournament in Akron next weekend. Amia Robson, a senior. Also a shout-out to Peyton Ward, a sophomore. Freshman McKenna Vaught, who often serves as a courtesy runner for Emmy Eaton. That wasn't always the case here today, but more often than not it is. Emmy Eaton herself, she pitches yet another postseason win. She has been the winning pitcher in all of Wheelersburg's postseason tournament victories this season. A junior, Michaela Frazier, a senior. Freshman Clara Watkins had a big home run in the district tournament semifinal win over Northwest here at OU a little less than 2 weeks ago. Chloe Augustine, she's a sophomore. Lena Howard, a sophomore. Libby Allen is a freshman, and Jacelyn Mitchell is a freshman, and those are your 2026 Wheelersburg Lady Pirates regional champion softball players who will return to Firestone Stadium next weekend after today's 7-6 come-from-behind 9-inning win over Tuscarawas Valley. Let's take another 4-minute timeout, and we'll be back to discuss an individual stat breakdown. The Lady Pirates get the win. Already Notre Dame and Conotton Valley
have started warming up. That D7 Regional Championship will be coming your way very, very shortly. This is High School Regional Tournament Softball on WIOI.
Located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floors, industrial floors, carpet, acoustic ceiling, underlayment, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 or 740-352-9212. Harris Floor Covering, proud supporters of the youth of the area.
Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable oxygen, hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical. Josie and Carly and all the gang at Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking and the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck. Since 1964, Little Septic Service in Wheelersburg has been dedicated to providing dependable septic service. Little serves Pike, Scioto, and all surrounding counties. Besides installing septic systems and cleaning out septic tanks, Little's does septic system renewal permit inspections. So when you receive a letter from your local health department telling you it's renewal time, just call Little Septic Service at 740-574-2033. From little problems to major issues, you can depend on Little Septic Service.
The McKinley Funeral Home has built a reputation for service over the years. Folks in this area know that the McKinley Funeral Home is a proud member of the Lucasville community. In your hour of need, you'll find them compassionate and caring, serving families in our area since 1937. That's the McKinley Funeral Home. Call them in your hour of need. The McKinley Funeral Home, Lucasville, since 1937.
When it comes to small-town steakhouses, the Scioto River is legendary. If ribeyes and New York strips don't satisfy your taste buds, then try their mouth-watering hickory smoked chicken or delicious country-style ribs. You can come in and dine inside. Try their newly expanded four-season dining porch. Or call ahead for curbside to carry out and take home at 740-353-9329. The Scioto River, 1026 Gallia Street, Portsmouth, Ohio.
Harris Floor Covering, located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floors, industrial floors, carpet, acoustic ceiling, underlayment, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 or 740-352-9212. Harris Floor Covering, proud supporters of the youth of the area.
Collier Home Medical is expanding to open a second office in Grayson, Kentucky. Collier is a local durable medical equipment company providing and offering free setup of home medical equipment. Collier tends to home oxygen, portable. Collier Home Medical, now with offices at 1661 State Route 522 Wheelersburg, as well as at 146 South Carroll Malone Boulevard, Grayson. Call Berg at 740-574-0327. Phone the Grayson office to make an appointment at 740-981-6343. Collier Home Medical. In the Conley River Terminal, wish the best to our local athletes. In business since 1975, Conley Trucking will do both commercial and residential work, hauling everything from gravel to grain. The next time you need fill dirt or limestone, contact Conley Trucking in the Conley River Terminal. Phone 740-776-7634. For a quote, email conleytrucking@frontier.com. And again, Josie and Carly wish all area athletes the best of luck.
Harris Floor Covering, located at 610 9th Street, Portsmouth, is the area's leading floor covering contractor. Harris Floor Covering has everything for your home or business, including resilient tile, sheet flooring, quarry tile, ceramic tile, outdoor floors, industrial floors, carpet, acoustic ceiling, underlayment, and more. Call Stephen Harris at 740-353-7959 or 740-352-9212. Harris Floor Covering, proud supporters of the youth of the area.
When it comes to small-town steakhouses, the Scioto River is legendary. If ribeyes and New York strips don't satisfy your taste buds, then try their mouth-watering hickory smoked chicken or delicious country-style ribs. You can come in and dine inside. Try their newly expanded four-season dining porch. Or call ahead for curbside to carry out and take home at 7...
$63.43. Call your home medical.
The Wheelersburg Lady Pirates are heading back to the state tournament in Akron next weekend and will take on Tasstown Miami East at is slated for a 10 a.m. first pitch from Firestone Stadium in Akron, as Coach Teresa Ruby's troops are on a quest to go back-to-back yet again. They would be winners of 4 of the last 5 state titles if they're able to accomplish that feat. They've won 3 of the last 4 as things stand right now. What a job by Coach Teresa Ruby and these Lady Pirates. You know, this group today, you've heard of the old adage, refuse to lose. It rolls off the tongue so well with the alliteration and the rhyming, but my word, if that was ever apparent in any other instance, more so than it was today, I would love to hear it and see that, because this Lady Pirates team just refused to allow their season to end here at Ohio University in this regional final, despite a really good effort by a very, very solid Tuscarawas Valley Trojans ball club. Tuscarawas Valley ends its season with a record of 24 wins and 5 losses, while Wheelersburg captures win number 21, improving to 21-5. Let's take a look at some of the highlighted players from today's game. Everybody in the Berg lineup did something good today, no doubt, especially senior Ava Estep. The senior wound up with a base hit in every single at-bat today. A perfect 5 for 5. She made some good catches out in center field, some good base running, some aggressive base running. She was certainly a key cog in today's win, as she has been throughout her career. Lena Howard, the second baseman, wound up with the base hit, a sacrifice bunt. She also got on board in the 9th inning as a result of an error and wound up scoring a big run there in the bottom of the 9th as Wheelersburg wound up winning it in walk-off fashion. Miley Jo Glean got on board as a result of an error in the 7th inning. She made good contact with the ball various different times today. Jalen Drake had a solid day. She had the big 2 RBI double in the 9th inning, which tied the game at 6 at the time. That was her first hit of the day, and boy, what a timely hit that it was for the senior whose softball career will not end here in Athens on this day. Mackenzie Mullins, third baseman. She wound up with the walk-off RBI single to wrap things up today in the bottom of the 9th. She made some really nice plays at third base as well. She had an unbelievable play in the top half of the 9th when she fielded the ball and was able to quickly get it over first in time for the out. So a good game for Mullins, who is bound for the University of Charleston. Not before one more year in Wheelersburg, though, as she is just a junior. Pitcher Emmy Eaton, solid in the circle, to say the least, giving up 6 runs off of 8 hits, but in the batter's box, her and Tusky Valley's outstanding pitcher, Brennan Reitman, they battled all day long. Every time they went against one another, it was really fun to watch. Most of the counts wound up going full. That was the case in the second inning. It was also the case in the eighth inning. In the fourth inning, Emmy Eaton wound up striking out on 2-2 pitches. And then in the second and the eighth inning, she was walked both times. So 2 walks for Eaton, 2 strikeouts, but just a great battle every time she was in the batter's box today. Lauren Truitt wound up with a big double in the sixth inning, had a nice sack bunt in the eighth as well. Wheelersburg was unable to score that run when she advanced, but it was put down beautifully. Libby Allen, the designated player, she had herself a big single in the sixth inning. She also arrived safely on first as a result of an error in the second. Good hustle play to get down to first on time. And Maddie Jennings, batting in the 9 spot, she was impressive today. Very good behind the plate. She had a single in the fifth. One of the plays that impressed me more than anything out of her is not one that will show in the stats, not as anything special anyway. It's just going to go as a 6-3 putout. But in the eighth inning, trying to reach first safely, which would allow a run on third to score the walk-off winning run. At that time, had that occurred, she went Pete Rose-style head-first slide into first base and just missed getting there before the throw did. But a good play by Maddie Jennings. And Lainey Skeens didn't bat today. She was just the flex player, the freshman starting first base. She had a good solid day in the field. No miscues there. A really good stretch on the catch made of the throw from Mackenzie Mullins that I referred to a little bit earlier from third base on that 5-3 putout in the eighth inning. So she was very solid as she has been throughout this postseason. So those are some of the highlights for Wheelersburg. Again, 7 runs off of 9 hits for the Lady Pirates, 9 runners left stranded, only 1 error committed by the Bird. Now let's talk Tusky Valley. This was a team that was solid all season long and very good here today. Boy, did they take Wheelersburg to task. It looked like going into the bottom of the ninth that things had swung enough in the Trojans' favor that they might pull off the win here today, just not to be Wheelersburg making clutch play after clutch play in the bottom of the ninth. But the Tusky Valley Trojans, they were no hit through the first 5 innings, and then finally toward the end, the bats came to life. They finished with 6 runs off of 8 hits. 10 runners left stranded. That's very costly. Also costly were 4 errors committed by Tusky Valley. Ellie Wallach, she wound up with a single in the game. J.J. Wallace had a double. Brennan Reitman entering the game batting .489. Coach Teresa Ruby played it smart today, did not give her Reitman a chance to hurt the Lady Pirates. She walked 5 times. 4 of those were intentional walks. Hallie Burrell stepped up late in the game, though. She struck out in her first 2 plate appearances and wound up with 3 hits in her last 3 at-bats, a couple singles and a big RBI double in the 9th inning, allowing, at the time, Tusky Valley to take the lead. Callie Stutz was pretty good in this game as well. She had a single and a base on balls. Delaney Erickson wound up with a single and got on board as a result of an error. Morgan Wright had a single in the game for Tusky Valley. And the Trojans wind up again with a record of 24 wins and 5 losses. Fun game today. Very enjoyable game. Everybody got their money's worth in this Division 5 regional championship, no doubt about it. Congrats to Tusky Valley on a wonderful season, and congrats to Coach Teresa Ruby and the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates, 21-5, and moving back on the state to take on Casstown Miami East next Saturday in Akron. That'll be a 10 a.m. first pitch, and we'll have that for you across the Total Media Group of Portsmouth stations. No doubt about that. We'll get that sorted out as the week progresses as far as which of our Portsmouth area radio stations that can be heard on, so we'll talk about that more. Be sure and stay tuned to your local listings for more details regarding that. Now, coming up here in just a few short moments, we've got the Notre Dame Lady Titans getting set to take on the Conotton Valley Rockets in a Division 7 regional final. For those of you listening on radio, 92.1 FM WIOI, stay with us. We'll take a 4-minute timeout and be back to reset the table. For those of you wanting to watch on the video stream, our friends from the Total Media Sports YouTube channel, they're getting ready to shut down the Wheelersburg video stream and reopen the Notre Dame video stream. So go into the YouTube search engine and type in Notre Dame, Conotton Valley, TMG, any of those key phrases, and you should be able to easily pull that up to watch the Lady Titans get set to do battle here in just a few moments. They've already taken the field, have the Lady Titans, and they have commenced with their pregame warm-ups. Again, the final score of today's D5 regional final here at OU in Athens. It's the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates rallying for a 7-6 walk-off 9-inning win over Tuscarawas Valley. D7 coming up. This is High School Regional Tournament Softball on 92.1 FM WIOI.
Playing the Ohio River Valley's greatest